the Super Bowl. Oh,
Yes,
Oh,
Diabito, we are live. We are
right
live.
now we are
Theoretically.
pero salchicha gordo bachicha.
It's fine.
uh, you know it's Mexican.
Yeah, dude, I speak Torito.
You speak
I can't.
Dorito.
I speak Doritos.
Yeah, if you speak Dorito, you're a
Okay.
racist, and you need to.
Shut the fuck.
I literally cannot hear you on the
That's such a
phone.
good clip. Why?
I have been
Fine.
just learning Spanish on Duolingo.
You actually are learning Spanish.
Yeah, but I'm really like it's funny because I'm like, oh yeah, I think I'm better at critical thinking because I can ace all the
I
challenges.
thought you're better for at critical drinking.
Yeah, bring me another lingo.
That's when you're trying to become bilingual. Give me another
Learn
lingo.
other languages. But
This,
like, I can
this,
do all those exercises on the app. The second someone asks me speak Spanish, then I'm like, der plant. I
Yeah.
can't
the Spanish have voices like lingos.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Spanish have voices like Hindus.
What?
I know it's not Hindus, but I was just thinking of just like Islamic prayers. Just it's like what the like just having that be what the zombies did. You know, actually, when I was in college, there was a radio station in the middle of Mississippi that would just broadcast Islamic prayers. That was like in between two stations. So I'm not sure like Eh, I'm not sure how much of this is something you
Well,
should admit on live stream, but what I would do is like when driving with people, like if I ever needed to give anybody a ride, I would just be like, "Oh, hey, can I turn on the radio?" They're like, "Yeah, sure," and I'd like switch through a couple channels. But then I would just stay on the radio station and just keep on it, and just like keep on the Islamic prayers, and then just kind of gauge the reaction of the person of like what was running through their heads.
this is
It's
your
not
like
this,
litmus test.
All right,
yeah,
well,
it's
can
like
you
what
read?
it says. Like some people like were all, like you could like in some people's brains, like legitimately there was one time where I could tell like one guy was like, "Oh, wait, are they attacking America?"
Damn.
Oh,
So yeah,
I don't know if I told the story. Just
wait, real quick, real quick. We haven't even, guys, we literally just started the stream, and the theoretically we're supposed to be drawing, and we still haven't even touched it to just say what we're doing. Lizzie
hey,
can
guys.
draw. Yes, she can. She's a good artist.
can she kick it?
She's
Yes, she
actually better than IDS.
I'm not.
Well, I just,
can.
really quickly before we get into the drawing, I want to tell this stupid story based on Cage's story. When I
Yeah.
worked in the bank, again, people would
Go ahead.
assume, oh, this guy must be Muslim. I'm like, okay, sure, and I would just play along because whatever. There's two stories I have like this. There was one time where some like old hijabi woman was like, oh, she had like a radio station, which is why I thought about the thing. She was like, oh,
Yeah.
you know what, you're working in the bank, you're successful. You should come on the radio, like it's like Ramadan FM or some shit, and you should tell your success story. And they're like, and I was just like, I want to get the praise, I want to get the NPS and like the additional stuff. I'm like, yeah. She gives me the number and shit. I'm like, fuck, if I just like blag my way into actually having like a radio appearance about this bullshit. As
I'm just
someone who's like not racist at all.
I'm thinking about like now it's just like the phrase Ramadan radio is pretty funny to me.
I'm gonna change my username to Ramadan Radio.
I'm just like
Genuinely.
just make like your opening like like in Jet Set Radio like the little like radio stingers like the Jet Set Radio with like the little like just that but with Ramadan Radio.
Hell yeah. But genuinely, when I got home, my WhatsApp restarted and I lost the person's number, so I couldn't even fucking. I'm like, well, that
Oh,
problem solved it.
So
Man,
Ramadan radio is never
did,
happening.
did you
Nope.
make this? Did you make the sounds of somebody's Nidiki audition when they?
Yeah. I was actually David off the dentist auditioning for Nadiki.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's do that. All right.
Set radio.
All right, now since you bloods have stopped yapping, let's at least address the chat a little. Why is there not a little logo on the left for Peter? Because Peter is he's like a
He's not a
I don't know.
public
He's
figure.
a guest
He's
in the
not a
House of
public
Hip
figure.
Hop. Yeah, not a public figure yet. So
What?
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 Anyway, let's actually guys, we're gonna do a little draw voting. We're gonna have you guys help us decide what each of them is gonna draw. They're each gonna do a take on what they draw.
Epic
And-
rap battles of history.
Yeah, and then you guys get to vote and decide who did the better take on it. So there's IDS's plane.
Who won?
That's mine.
Who
Oh, that's
won?
your plane.
Who's
Honey, I
who's
have bad
next?
draw.
Wait.
I can't even see your hand. Sorry.
Wait, hold on a second. Who won? Who's next? We decide.
Yep.
Exactly. Epic rap battles of history. Funny dancing until the credits play.
Yeah, like imagine doing that. Imagine just having that, just a montage of that playing dancing, and just have the caption be when Two Mad dies.
Thank you. Okay. Hello. Also,
Yeah.
friggin' Trimat said, "Why does Peter look like such a little critter?"
He is a
Trimad.
critter.
Trimad.
Yeah.
Try,
Trimat. the sequel of
if
the
this
Two
was like
Man.
50,000 BC, Cage would go by Cave Bellina. Just saying.
Yeah. By the way, get to the point. Said yeah.
That's retarded.
Get-
I don't care if that's a cancelable word now. I have to call that retarded.
Get to the point. Said that IDS is very nice handwriting.
Yeah. You know, I can get to.
Yeah. Why do you want to just stomp right over that? You can't support your friend's handwriting. You dick.
He's a very rude guy.
Oh, Cage. Come on, man.
Another news, because my brain always tries to make dumb puns out of people's usernames whenever you get to the point today. I'm all, the pun my brain keeps on going. It's like, oh yeah, get to a point. I'm like, wait, that's racist actually. If I say get to a point,
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I'm not gonna explain.
That's cool. Thank you. Dude. That's like borderline take the channel
It
down.
didn't exist.
Wait, hold on a second. How would Jake and Amir describe that?
Offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's offensive. All right.
When you said that like place the movie maker, that's
That's offensive.
You're doing like fucking like some weird German accent.
Blaze basically sounds like that.
Und ja.
Oh, that's fucking offensive.
All right. Here.
Take like und fucking piss. Dude,
wait,
I've been
don't
telling,
draw real
I've
quick.
been for years. I've been telling IDS needs to watch Mario pissing.
I
Whoa.
fucking watched it with you.
Yeah, but he needs to watch it by himself in the privacy of his own home so he can get it. It's actually hilarious.
It's actually hilarious when I go to like some really disease-addled community.
I tried to commit a No, wait, no.
That's your go-to.
I was about to, I was about to, do edgy song lyric. Let's see where.
So wait, what are we drawing?
Real quick.
you
I'm gonna give you guys the first prompt.
Wait, draw. No, me first prompt. Screw Caleb.
No.
Elton John and Eminem
So
rolling
the
into
prompt
covers.
is literally
Elton John
what
and
he's
Eminem,
drawn.
Yeah.
being
I
being
can't-
diaper buddies.
Ugh.
Just a
I
new
can't
take on it.
compete with
And this
that.
is an old one.
Take
so he's only
on
improved.
me, Skywalker.
Guys, all right. So this is the base of drawing. Let's start with Onapex. He's a
Drawing on it, but-
yeah. You guys are each gonna do a take on Onapex. This being a very old design drawing of him.
So, Caleb, why don't you ever have background music on your stream?
Because I actually want to make highlights out of them, and then I can put new background music. Because then I'd have to cut over the background music between the cuts I want to make. So.
But you could like save all the raw audio locally on your drive.
Whoa, that takes a lot of hard drive space that I'm not good about deleting.
What are you using that hard drive space for?
I
I
don't-
terabytes.
I don't know. Like I could be doing things better. Yes, thank you, Kate. What the?
I don't think you got what the hard drive space joke was supposed to be.
Oh yeah, I do get it now. Sorry.
Yeah.
I know you're
Yeah.
implying I have illegal pornography on it. That's really cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Who is that? Like me? Or
That's
like
Elton John. That's
that's-
my Elton John opening.
See, he's actually
Very
listening
bad. It's completely
to.
unrecognizable.
Do you like that Beastie Boys beat that does the do 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 do
I don't know which
do.
one. What beat is that?
I can't, but I won't, but I can't stop.
No, sleep till I meet your loco.
I still think that should be Peter's lullaby.
okay.
No, sleep.
Yeah. I like No Sleep Till Brooklyn. Actually, I like a lot of Beastie Boys.
Yeah, No Sleep Till Brooklyn's like a certified anthem, dude.
Yeah. I Yeah, one of these days I want to do a road trip and it's only Beastie Boys music.
Looks like Patrick.
Can we listen to Trey songs?
I was gonna say, yeah.
Can we listen to Trey songs?
Trey
Looks like
songs.
Patrick, if you want.
Do you know about that meme, Caleb, or you're not
No, I'm
cultured
not.
enough?
I'm not cultured.
There was a guy who had this like really bad like rap verse that was like it was a guy who was being paid to like mix somebody else's song, but the song but like the beat was just like the most it's just like the most needlessly edgy rap beat ever. And it's like the lyrics like involve basically like being like hopping in the Autobahn, trying to fucking Megatron. It's like two of the lyrics, but then like one of the
Awesome.
lines is literally basically it's like he's talking about riding in a car with Patrick, and Patrick's like, "Can we listen to Trey songs?" And then he's basically talks about killing Patrick for making a bad music suggestion.
Amazing. That sounds like a great. Sounds like a great
Yeah.
story song.
Yeah.
The best music usually is like telling a good story. That sounds like it's telling a really good story.
Yeah, there's some other like insensitive stuff in there though. Like I didn't say the worst of it. It's because I've been good, but he doesn't get canceled no more.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Let's see. Ever since I made Greedy Goblins, I'm on the I'm on the watch list of registered sus offenders apparently because making the because like one person like when the comic came out I want to read this Greedy Goblins review on stream. Give me a minute.
Oh,
Though.
he's mad.
No, it's funny. Okay.
It's
I'll
fake.
just like the whole nobbling in a minute.
One of these days, I actually will do a video on my channel just reading out some of the Newgrounds reviews because it's I don't know, like you get good stuff in there. It could actually be a regular series, I legitimately think, but also who the fuck cares?
Is that so?
Yeah. Okay. So it goes. So like most comments are basically are just calling it funny. This is quality. People saying they love it. But there was one really the first review that came out on when the Greedy Goblins comic dropped was which was like no for context for everybody on the stream. I did a game on Q-Punks, and we had like a comic that basically was also tied into the game's story.
Yes.
When the comic got uploaded to Newgrounds, somebody replied, somebody wrote in the review, "How is this teen rated? Think about the message this is sending to 13-year-olds who are reading this thinking this is for them. And why is such a sexist with racist stereotype comic front paged by Newgrounds is beyond me. It's a shame such artistic talent is wasted on something calling women whores and pimping them out. If this is fetish material, then rate it as such."
I thought it was.
And most of the emojis that people reacted to it because you can react to other people's reviews with emojis. It's confused face, unimpressed face, and one sleeping face.
Amazing.
Basically, the emoji equivalent of what's blood yapping about.
Yeah.
What is blood yapping about is one of my favorite new pieces of lingo. It's so good.
It's
Yeah.
a great one.
but yeah, so so guys, if that's not a glowing endorsement for the Greedy Goblins comic, I don't know what is. I'm going to drop it in chat right now, and you guys can check it out if you want to read Greedy Goblins the comic. That's not disrespecting the military. Like Caleb, if you highlight me reading the review, just have me reading the review without context, and it's just you holding Peter at the webcam while I'm saying all these things.
Yeah. That's
Someone
basically what
to
it
draw Onoplex and Tylex's baby.
was. It looked like they said Tyler, which threw my brain off. Like,
Tyler, that's this kid's name, dude. It's Tyler. Tyler Pex.
Someone.
Well, whose name would he take? Whose name would
Peter
he
is
take?
much more entertaining than Callan himself right now. Damn, bro.
Freaking Mick Mock, shut up.
Oh,
What is blood yapping about?
Cage got so angry he started speaking in Morse code.
Why is the arm so long, Lizzie?
I dropped my phone. I dropped my phone. Hey, the next challenge is you should draw your favorite panel from the Greedy Goblins comics.
Oh yeah, that is a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, I never actually wrote a reply to it. I think that review is I think that review is funny, but it's also like completely like I I don't know. I have my responses for people say that because people did actually like with greedy goblins. People were like, like people might like. I even had like somebody, like say on the forums when I was trying to like look into seeing like what the options were to expand greedy goblins as like a bigger game, which I do want to do that at some point. But it's just literally a matter of I need a publisher to help with budget as well as marketing if I'm going to spend invest in the time to basically expand greedy goblins out.
Right.
But I would love to release Greedy Goblins as like somewhere between the $5 to $10 range of a game and just make it 200 dungeons and add more features in there. Yeah, I think that it's like you could get like a fair like price range with all of that stuff. But again, literally the matter of the
Say load
situation is
effects.
is that to commit myself to do that work. I'd want to get paid for it, and also like and I would rather use that time, uh, expanding Gritty Goblins, developing other IP because like while I'm doing games for free, basically like I'm funding the games myself, so like I'm my own producer, and if I'm going to be self-funding these projects, the projects I want to see is more varied IP rather than refining a singular IP. So that's the reason why I make small browser games and I don't do the most fleshed out things in the world. But anyways, point being though, it's like some people like some people when look at greedy.
That's an accurate size.
Sorry, Cage. There's a lot. The Johnson was depicted on Onifex.
Ray was William. No.
What is Ray William Johnsoning about? But yeah, I know. I see it. It's like I can't believe you're making a sequel to the Pex and Pals the package.
I feel like every time I like delete while I'm drawing, it like reappears, and I don't know if that's just on my screen or if that's just like.
It's popping up on stream a little.
Why did you shape his head like that? Out of curiosity, was there like a reason for that, Elizabeth?
No.
Is this just your stylizing of?
It's called artistic license, Caleb. Get with the program, dude.
I mean, it's fine. It's just very.
Wait, did he say artistic?
It's just very different than Onifex's head shape. It's
called acoustic license.
Well, I thought
dude.
it was a little bit similar because it kind of comes up like that. But...
Yeah, well, that's the forehead. That's like the top of the head. I really should have taken in the original figure because that would have probably given a better. Like, it's not to say that it's a problem. It's just very different head shape.
It's just Caleb is just what we refer to as a critical Peter.
When I realized Caleb didn't take into account a specific aspect, I'm like, what aspect was it? Figure.
So he's playing basketball?
Alan has seceded and is now Peter is in charge. Prince of Fire, what is your first ruling of the canon?
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, the body looks really good, and the head's not bad either. It's just very different than the Onifex.
He looks really sporty. I like. Oh yeah, there's a baseball.
Yeah.
Like baseball, basketball. I'm stupid.
Just the last thing I just want to say before I'm done talking about Kiyopunk stuff is just that
go on. I bet she's available.
Basically like the main concern on like some people say about Greedy Goblins is some people think that they're like. I don't know. I've gotten comments where people are like, "Yeah, I'm not offended by this, but with the way people are nowadays in this climate, with it's like basically like would people be basically called like someone like this the sexual content in big air quotes here because it's a bunch of pixels and stuff, but and basically people would be like, oh, it's like when people have an issue with like the what you're trying to rescue is basically a elven prostitute more or less. Like they'd be like, oh yeah, people might be offended by that, but at the same time, like I don't know. It's like I think what people say they want and what people are actually okay with, shows the different things. It's like its actions speak louder than words, and take into account like Friday Night Funkin' was like one of the most successful in terms of popularity indie projects to kick off in recent years. And like, have you seen the character design in that game?
Yeah, it's really disgusting and racist, and I don't approve of it.
Yeah, it's just all. Yeah, like I just see when I hear that dad battle song, I go, I'm like racist.
I'm a racist.
Yeah.
Racism is the only thing you're fantastic for. Elizabeth, are you done?
No.
How much more are you gonna do? Once after the purple.
There seems to be some sort of market gathering outside my home.
I'm more so just curious, like wanting to
You should get some yellow on there. Have them like full Lakers
Yeah.
color scheme.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was thinking that we would not necessarily be like, oh, every 5 minutes be doing a different art, but
Here, I'll
you're
just-
you're definitely taking your time on the
Okay,
Onapek
okay.
styling.
Mhm.
That's fine. But I was wanting us to try some different
Yeah.
different
You
drawings
need to
because
try
look at
something
everything
different.
IDS is up to now.
Yeah.
All right, let me see it. Cool. All right, let me get the vote going. We're
I
gonna
forgot
take
the
a.
basketball.
Oh shoot. Okay, do the basketball real quick.
Someone said marshmallow.
You did draw Marshmallow from Annoying
cute.
Orange.
Also, I like someone said,
Oh,
is
that's
it wrong to hate certain races? Because I really hate the 1,000-meter dash. The 1,000-meter dash would kill someone. That's very long.
Yeah.
Anyone,
Oh, I know.
anyone could
That's
dash
my
for
friend.
that
That's my
speed.
friend.
It's more-
Yeah, don't
Oh
that
yeah.
I really hate the 1,000-meter dash from
Michael.
Incredibles. I agree.
Yeah.
Hey.
Bowling.
Mm.
I can't believe LeBron James is on screen right now. It's crazy.
Wrong, James.
Wait, Elizabeth,
LeBron
what?
James.
Sorry.
I bought new, I bought new 4Gs on the Jeep. I best friend
Have
is
you
named
seen that
Pete.
live stream of
Y'all
LeBron
better
James where he's just
vote
reading
for
comments and
Alex.
randomly does this LeBron James?
I mean, it's funny that he did it.
He just quotes himself. Well, not himself, but the meme of
Yeah, he had to try it.
Hell no.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Lizzie's winning the vote right now.
No.
But now
stop.
IDS is
Okay,
winning.
yeah.
It's going back and forth.
Do people know which? I think someone was asking who's doing what.
Okay.
As well.
Yeah, well, that's because you added like 3 other pieces of art there, not including
you got-
Tylodopex, who you erased.
Yeah, you got rid of
Yeah, my Elton John Oni went, so I got the Patrick Oni instead.
Oh.
Patrick. Petroni.
So wait, so
Patroni.
this,
Petroni Pex and Pals.
He's a big tequila fan. Patroni.
wait, so who would SpongeBob be is the Notipex style? Would that be Jevic or?
You know. Yeah.
It's right now. It's like a tie.
Why
6
is
and
anybody voting for me?
Because they bowling. Because ball is life.
6.
The vote except mailing.
Oh, now it's seven votes.
Mail-in ballots, no.
Goodness. Dun dun dun. All right, Cage, you can officially decide what the next thing they draw is.
Okay.
What women is insane.
Try that. Coming in
what,
with the
what did he say?
Does
Oh, I just noticed the details of the
Bias
pains
towards
of the
women
boxes
is
as well.
insane.
Yeah.
By the way, so actually, because like while we're talking, like I'm just playing through some of my old games real quick to kind of see what my opinions are on them.
Excellent.
One thing that I thought was funny is so like the original Poco game actually like the way that the game was built was that it had a mechanic where you choose to character to play as and you don't enter like a username for your like when you enter the leaderboard instead it's your character's name that gets submitted and you're supposed to basically pick your favorite character and basically fight for like global dominance on whoever is like the top like ranking like Poco like out of the 3 player characters get like highlighted and you can get dethroned globally. Out of all of the Pocos, they have both nicknames and an actual name. So I'm going to go by nicknames here, though. Guess which one is the globally dominated one out of these 3? Okay, the one that has the nickname Saucy, the one with the nickname Creepy, or the one with the nickname Smelly.
I'm gonna say smelly.
Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
Who's global dominating Poco right now? Team Saucy, Team Creepy, or Team Smelly?
What?
What is blood yap to the
She wasn't paying attention. Okay, TLDR. One of my games has a thing where there's 3 teams, okay, and whoever has basically you choose a team to play as in the game, and if you get the number 1 score, your team is in the lead on the video game. Okay, so there's 3 teams. There's Team Saucy, Team Creepy, Team Smelly. Which team do you think people are basically chose and basically got global domination for? Okay. IDS.
Creepy.
Okay, Caleb wins. Team Smelly is currently the number one team in
Yeah,
Poco.
boy.
Yeah.
Smelly team wins. Woo.
So.
That's what I am right now,
Yeah.
so I relate.
Yep.
Um,
Saucy, creepy, and smelly.
all right, we're ending the poll at 12. IDS
Yeah.
won.
Good job.
Yay, 58% to
Oh
41.
no, don't.
Yeah. You know, I will say actually, when playing back these games, I think Poco Loco Poco Loco has much more plays, and I think it actually has the higher score out of the original Poco. Yeah, it does. But I don't know, man. Like actually playing them again, I think Poco is Poco. You like die instantly, like when you play because you're kind of like need to get used to the rhythm of the game. But like once you get used to the rhythm of the game, the original Poco is actually more fun in my opinion than Poco Loco's rhythm.
Fair enough.
This is the rhythm of the night.
I
Yeah,
prefer Bratwurst, TKD Mike says.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like Poco Loco was designed to basically be like more like trying to fix some of the gameplay issues with Poco One because because the first game used like a pseudo perspective thing, but at the same time I don't think I did as good of a job with the presentation.
Fair
No,
enough.
IDS drew the sausage, not me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good sausage. By the way, IDS, Lizzie, we want to continue? But how do you guys want to do it? We could keep
I
going.
say we
Like,
don't. So there's no like bias because obviously Lizzie's not going to know Bionicle shit. We should probably do just stuff that isn't Bionicle related.
okay,
Okay.
but real quick, Haku Zaku is wanting to join in. Should we have it be a three-way thing just for fun, or does
Man,
that
Caleb's
open the
already-
door too
Caleb's
much?
already trying to bring other people into his relationship. It's crazy.
Damn, he's taking a Destiny playbook and deciding to go open with marriage.
An open art.
Surge,
Yeah,
Nick Mock is talking about how Peter is the Prince of Fire going to
Ca-
dethrone
Caleb,
Val,
it's
the Lord.
open AI, not open relationship. Get it right.
Sorry.
I do like English sausage too.
Well,
IDSB, when he's at the Brexit Glazing competition. I love English sausage.
what kind of man you are.
Wait, what's that from again?
Walking Dead.
Who? No, wait, what?
Walking Dead.
Oh yeah.
Ban him from the stream. Who is banned?
I think they want me banned.
No, that would never happen. You're too important to the formula.
Should we wipe the canvas?
Yeah,
let's-
it's not that I'm a value friend, Caleb. I'm too important to your business operation formula.
Well. Well. Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
can't just take your layer down, but you could do that too.
I don't know if it was my end, but when I was actually erasing it, stuff would just keep popping up when I started drawing, so that might happen. Be warned.
Oh, wait, guys, I know what you should draw because you both are equally not going to be familiar with this. Draw Vosh.
Vosh. Okay. Okay, here. No, yeah.
No.
Screw Vosh. Just say fat neckbeard. Just to draw.
No. If you want a real suggestion, basically draw Bender doing something funny. Bender from Futurama.
Okay.
Also, I just got to say, Yellow.
Elizabeth does not know Bender either.
She can look him up.
Bender. Yeah, I don't know who Vendor is either. I think he was some.
Yeah.
sort of
Bender?
I have
I
absolutely
said
no
Bender.
knowledge of him.
I said Bender. It's called Magma Hakuzaku, but you need this URL to join. And my only concern with just throwing the URL in the chat is what has happened before, is that anyone will be able to join.
And it was hysterical last time, but it was a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
Meow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
baby.
Bender? No.
Bender
Bender.
from
Vendor.
Futurama.
Draw a vending machine character.
Oh, he's the
Draw Bender
robot.
draw Bender from Futurama as a vending machine. There you go.
Okay.
Has no one in the chat actually suggested anything aside from
not
Torrance?
much.
They won't.
Lizzie made
suggest
Peter
anything.
with a beater, like an egg beater, not a child beater. If you want to make it with a child beater, just draw it with
I've
Caleb
never
Lang.
seen No, I've
With
never
Caleb
seen
Lang.
Yeah, just draw with just draw Caleb holding like a Mexican chancla.
What's a chancla?
It's
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 like
a
a
sandal.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you beat
Yeah.
people with a shoe in Mexico?
It's like it's
Any
Mexican
ethnic
meme.
household involves beating of some sort, usually with a sandal.
Yeah. The
Why
statement
sandal? I thought it was like a belt.
This statement was brought to you by the resident ethnic guy out of the group, just so we just before we get the accusations.
Who's more ethnic, you or IDS?
IDS.
Okay. He said that?
Yeah.
I didn't hear him. You
I didn't
talking
know
about sandals?
Cage is being
No,
sad.
no, he was the one. Never mind. Anyway,
Sure, he was. Sure.
so anyway, but
Sorry.
yeah, the chancla is that basically if you're, basically the Latino mothers and grandmothers, they're gonna know how to, they wear flip flops, and if their kids act up, the cultural meme is like the kid tries to run away, the mother takes off the flip flop and hurls it across the street, and basically is able to still strike the kid and hit them pretty damn hard.
I see.
Yeah, it's like it's Latino culture. Look it up.
Yeah,
Shout out to my Latinxes.
Nice.
Cage is a Latino spokesperson.
As a
I,
resident Ghost fan.
I mean, meme aside,
I
I have,
believe in the freedom of speech, dude.
I have the Latina correspondence. Okay, so I have sources.
I believe in Toja Logan and his right to speak when spoken to.
I'm trying to figure out to make a states' rights joke, which will come back yet, but my brain isn't fast enough.
The Civil War was not fought over slavery, dude. It was fought over states' rights.
You are not fast enough.
State rights.
and
States' rights.
then Rio's like, Gakko, states' rights to what? To slavery, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Gakko's like, no, dude. It was more than just slavery, dude.
No, it would be like states' rights for what? It's slavery, dude. What other rights? Kako,
Yeah.
you can't be pro slavery.
Yes.
Why not?
Why not? We're being the ethnic, dude.
Straight to my what? Straight to my what?
States' rights for what? State rights for what?
Zelda's my what?
Yeah. Shout out to Zelda.
I like these drawings. These are good.
Bessie Grafter video.
Oh.
Yeah, remember the Weird Al Yankovic, fat music video, or did you guys not?
I
know that
have
one?
seen it. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
He went hard with the sound effects.
Yeah, my favorite part of that entire video is just the guy going ding dong yo, ding dong yo. It's so stupid, but I still think about it.
You're crazy.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't even remember this.
it's like basically to try and convince them to eat fat food, and what?
Oh, yeah,
this one guy-
yeah.
And the one guy's just trying to put a ding dong in his face, going ding dong yo, ding dong, and I'm like, that's a funny clip. Why is it that mean?
That is a good clip.
Yeah.
Oh, Child Protective Services on their way. No, Gelog, why? I understand if you.
My friend, I like him.
Gelog Ryan.
Gelog the Great.
Here, I put the chat for you.
Jamie, pull up Gelog.
Put Gelog here. Dear
Do you
God.
like Jamie Joe Rogan podcast, or are you not a fan of his OnlyFans?
Also, TKD, Mike. Lizzie hasn't seen anything. She doesn't watch any shows other than Doctor Who.
That's
And-
not true.
And
Doctor Who?
name one show that you've seen other than Doctor Who.
SpongeBob.
Other than SpongeBob or Breaking Bad.
Correct.
Have you seen Everybody Loves Raymond?
100? Ew.
It's a
Have you seen
good
Everybody Loves
show.
Raymond?
Alright. Have you seen Everybody Loves Raymond?
I've
Kate?
only seen a couple of episodes.
What?
Okay. One time I got my brother and I gaslit a guy in our film department that basically it's like you're not a real film buff if you haven't watched every episode, though, bro.
You're gonna say every episode of Everybody Loves Raymond. You're not a film buff.
Yeah, I know. It would have been funny if we did that too, but it was just that my brother has basically my brother can do straight face and just straight face bits, and where people can't tell if he's joking with them or not joking with them, and make them get really uncomfortable and insecure really well. And I have the ability of that. If my brother says something, I can back him up blindly without even really knowing the full context. So basically, what ended up happening was my brother was talking to a guy, basically gaslighting him on the whole you have to watch every
That is
episode.
so important. I really hate it when you're trying to gaslight someone or just be a meme and someone is like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, just play along.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
come
yeah, I
on.
know. It's like I didn't know what it was, but the guy was like, because the thing is, it's like, see, this is not ethical debate strategy or anything like that. But the thing is, it's like, no, Kai's my brother, so I have to love him. So if if Kai's ever in a discussion in a group of people who I wouldn't say are particularly friends, and and the guy and Kai needs me to back him up on something. Actions first, questions later.
Well, that's what it
Nice.
should be. I was at a wedding
Yeah.
towards the end of last year in September,
Mhm.
and there was this weird guy that was pissing me off. He was just like he was such a tryhard, and I was referring to him as a clown, right?
Mhm.
Like everything he did, I was like, fucking clown behavior. And
Mhm.
then it got to the end of like towards the end where like the reception and stuff, and we all had they came up with a game again. I didn't know most people at this wedding where like you had to put like a song name in like this hat, and then that song would play next in the Spotify playlist, and then everyone had to guess who picked the song. So I
Ah.
specifically picked the. It's called like the something like Warriors. It's the fucking.
That's great.
When that shit played, everyone was just like, because they had no idea, because A, no one knows what the fuck that song is called. So when it plays, everyone's like, wait a minute, it's the fucking clown music. My friend's like, well, it must have been you. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Why? No one knew me. No one knew it would have been me. You ruined the plan.
That's lame. Yeah, why would he do that? Oh. Wait, so this friend was not the person who was taking you off though. They were just not a good wingman. Like
Yeah, they were
my
like a shit
toes.
wingman. Because I'm there like, dude, you know I've been referring to the guy as a clown the whole time. Of course this is me ragging on this guy. Why?
Yeah.
Just imagining just at the end of Top Gun, your friend. Yeah, and no, it's like you could be my wingman anytime, and then you go, yeah, yeah, but you'll never be mine.
Yeah, basically. He blew his thing. I was like, come on, no one knew. It's like, no one knows I've been calling this guy clown all night.
Oh, that's so funny, dude.
That is great.
Again,
But yeah, no.
that song has such a like, what is it called? It's something like really like badass sounding when it's just a fucking clown music.
It's like Final Stand, Warriors of Destiny, and it's.
It is called Entry of the Gladiators, is what that song is called.
That's awesome.
How did you figure out what the clown song was called, though?
I literally just Googled what's the name of the clown song because I was like, I need to troll here.
That's awesome.
Oh, you actually give me a headache over this, dude.
Getting Cage dying. You got the whole
This is what I
squad
mean.
laughing.
That's
Actually,
That's
You
too
need
funny,
someone-
though.
You need someone who's just like on a dime is like, okay, clearly someone's fucking here. Let me just not fucking, but you know.
When you say fucking
someone's
here,
missing
like, I'm just
Yeah,
imagining
you gotta
Judge
play
from-
along. Like
Judge
again,
from Boondocks doing the dry humping during the R. Kelly case.
See,
everyone's gotta guess the song, and you're just like thrusting in the back.
what? What? TKD Mike said IDS's machine looks like it enjoys grabbing people's snacks from their open slot.
Oh yeah, definitely. That guy's got creepy vibes.
Oh, sorry. He enjoys people grabbing the slot. Sorry, I totally.
So he's open for business. He's the machine equivalent of the guy that sits at the theater with his dick and the popcorn bucket. Says,
Yeah.
reach in and grab a handful. That sort of guy.
but then when you reach in, he goes, "Oh."
He moans louder than the movie.
he made this sound. Oh.
That video is so fucked because he's like describing like a horrific car crash. And he's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Yikes.
It's like, did he not have self awareness that he was going to make the funniest face and the funniest sound in the world?
You moaned at least this loud. Oh, it's so bad.
It's like it's so fucked because it's funny, but you also make everybody an asshole in the world. Like literally everybody is an asshole because there's no way you cannot deny that it's fucking funny.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's where you blame the messenger. He botched that person's life was lost and mocked worldwide because that idiot's description.
Yeah.
That guy literally like he didn't deserve to be mocked like too mad for his death, but he got mocked like too mad for his death.
Yeah.
By the way, are we gonna draw too mad next?
Yeah,
Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, drawing too mad.
Oh.
No, all right.
Let's do the vote. Da-da-da-dan.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Wait, why did I do Q and A?
Da-da-da-da.
equivalent of Herbert the pervert.
Dude, actually, oh wait. Herbert the pervert doing an apology video.
It kind of looks like my vending machine is like chasing after Lizzie's like harassing him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait. Can we move both your layers? Cause They're sort of underneath.
Mhm.
Oh, wrong one. Oh no. Oh, there's 3 layers. Cool.
He's disassociating.
No, shoot.
Yeah. Have you ever used the excuse "sorry, I
Uh,
was disassociating" whenever you did
I
something
genuinely,
dickish?
if someone says that unironically, I genuinely think of them as a piece of shit.
It's like actually next time I'm in a scenario where somebody's just bitching at me and I really don't fucking care, I'm gonna go say that to them just to fuck
Yeah,
with them.
next time I'm like in like South Africa somewhere committing some horrific crimes against nature, I'm like, sorry, I was disassociating. That's like the mental health equivalent of saying I'm a fucking Capricorn. Like,
Yeah. But you know, there was a scenario. There was like one time where it was like with my old dog Mika. You know, she was like a little like American Eskimo dog, so I think basically a Blanco Pomeranian.
mhm.
And and like you know, this dog like whenever like my mom made pasta, we would have like pasta on the stove still like you know for like seconds and leftovers, and you know periodically I would just grab you know just like like a little handful of pasta to snack on it after dinner. And yeah, but you know, this dog loved pasta, so like I'd hold up the pasta, and the dog jumped a lot, so you know, the dog would jump up and grab the pasta. Um, but I had a family member who didn't like the fact didn't like that I was that the little dog was jumping, even though it was just like natural for the breed to jump.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's some argument like, oh yeah, they shouldn't do it too much because it's bad for their hips. But it was just like they had some issue. It's either to jumping or it's either giving them the peaceful food. But they basically were like full blown. Basically, like the way that they got on my case about it and like their eyes lit up was basically like, you know, you just abused an animal, like that sort of thing. And it's like one of the few times in my life where somebody was like needlessly aggressive with me, and I just was like, I really don't care. Like I kind of just gave them that reaction. Like future reactions with this family member completely fine, extended family, mind you. But it's just like that one moment. I'm just like I just was like I literally said like it was like literally the most like yeah I don't give a fuck, and I was like. Damn, this is a sign that I'm actually becoming an adult because I would have never done this as a kid or a teenager. I had too much of that southern respect. But point being is, if I could go back in time, I would wish I could have turned to them like, "Oh, sorry, I was disassociating. I should have not given the dog pasta." Like that would be so fucking funny to say in scenarios like that. So from now on, like yeah, if I ever have a situation, yeah, chat, everybody make a pact, okay? Yeah, if anybody ever gets on your ass about something and you just like, yeah, I don't fucking care, just say sorry, I was disassociating. Like
Yeah,
Peter's,
when they pulled Gaddafi out of that hole in Libya, that's what he said as well.
yeah, like next time, Lang parents, if Peter ever starts crying on a plane and somebody gets frustrated, just turn to them and go, sorry, he's just disassociating right now.
Are you disassociating, Peter? Are you disassociating?
I would love to like you say sorry I was disassociating to an officer for getting caught speeding.
Thanks, Mick.
I feel like I'm gonna start wearing dreads and start culturally disassociating.
Yeah.
Bad.
Do you think Friday Night Funkin' is cultural appropriation?
Yeah, it appropriates funkin'.
Funkin' culture.
Duncan?
Yeah, actually, my one criticism about the soundtrack is there's no real 70s funk going on. There was any G funk.
Yeah, there's no like Seth Rogen themed funk in there.
Dude, what would you do if Seth Rogen was just a character Friday Night Funkin'? Going.
That would actually be cool. That would be the best thing he's ever been associated with. Cause
Yeah.
his voice, because we would actually just have some creative use of his voice. It's not just him saying the
What
same.
about Monkey Kong?
Did you like him in The Boys, or he played a sex pervert?
Yes.
Wait, he played himself as a sex pervert.
He's like a producer on the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had like some really.
It's me, Seth Rogen, and I love being James Franco.
Should we move on to a?
Yeah. All right. IDS narrowly won this one,
Good job.
56 to 44.
Yeah.
Oh wait, now it's tied literally at the last second. Oh, did someone switch? No, it just ended. What should I let?
I think Lizzie wins the popular vote, though. I'm pretty sure people like shitting in the comments.
It's literally Mick Mock throwing a fit.
As far as I'm concerned, the entire audience is Mick Mock. So.
Yeah, By the way, my opinions on it is Elizabeth was more accurate to the probable ideas. Just like, you had the phrase "poop chips." It's not going to not be funny. According to some people, apparently we have a poop fetish because we make what's made poop jokes.
Oh, I
So,
kind of put, yeah. To be honest, I completely forgot that the prompt was it had to be bent back.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Lizzie
So-
does win. That look, she's
IDS thought about of the prompt and he's like, dude, bite my shiny metal ass. I'm trying something else.
Yeah, like Elizabeth's vending machine, bite my shitting metal ass. IDS's vending machine, fuck my metal ass.
Yeah. There's only guys. Anyone who wants to the next vote ends the
Oh,
poll.
I
It
can
can't end on a
vote?
tie.
That's right. I can vote.
vendor vending Rodriguez.
Oh, you can vote. Are you gonna
Yeah.
vote for yourself?
He's a registered vend defender. Yeah. Yo, what do you think about Jolocum and his family members?
For some reason, I just wanted to, it just reminds me of your, what is your problem?
Yeah.
Iconic delivery.
Yeah, dude, we need to get a filter over that so it's more accurate.
Whoa!
Just a quick AI.
Did you vote for yourself?
Hey,
Oh my God.
Caleb, you know like how you've made the Wedgwood AIs? Would you be able to make a Quag AI?
I'm sure I could. Yeah.
Could we host a dedicated website called Quag.ai? It's just so people can submit text audio for Quags all over the internet.
I
Maybe.
just like make like a landing page for WebMD that is literally just quick AI.
I would love to have like a AI chatbot that you could call up for medical advice. It's just Quag's voice.
And it just gives you the wrong advice. Like some old woman has accidentally landed on this page and her like elderly husband is dying. It's like,
You need to piss in his mouth. This is the best way to resuscitate them when they have a lack of oxygen. Too much oxygen in the air prevents them from getting any in. You need to minimize oxygen, so it vacuums back in later.
Gross.
yeah. Can you imagine you're responsible for the death of some innocent old woman? In the accident?
In the back, it's just
Too
like
bad.
health
Too
advice
bad.
only for
Just,
sentient cars or
overly-
points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you
what
guys
are we
are gonna
doing
draw
now?
now.
Oh,
Okay.
He's a
you know my
shitposter
little dog
guy.
Kippa.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, you could draw Kippa.
wait, I thought we were doing Two Mad.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
we
we
did Too Mad or Herbert the Pervert.
Do
apology
Two Mad
video.
petting Kippa.
No, do Too Mad with dapping up Herbert the Pervert.
Oh, interesting. Two Mad combo with Herbert the Pervert. Have you seen Herbert the Pervert?
he's on Family Guy.
Yeah, your favorite show.
Elizabeth is just saying the phrase "he's on Family Guy" is just funny to me.
Here.
I just can't hear this phrase "Family Guy" with like as a normal matter of fact sentence. Rather, like I always associate it as just kind of like being said in post irony context.
Peter's feeding. Make my...
Okay, so here I'll how about I do my take while he's eating. If you're, let me see what I can do. I haven't offered angle, but I think I can do to make something work.
They call me
Alright.
Peter. I'm extra Griffin. He's extra Griffin.
I need to look. I need to have some point of reference on this one. I think. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, that looks more like the Franklin's son.
I was
Or
gonna say, kind of looks like an obese Irwin.
wait, not Franklin's son. What am I saying?
Cleveland.
Cleveland
yeah.
son. I'm thinking Franklin the Turtle from like the PBS cartoon.
I'm thinking like Franklin
Sure.
from GTA.
Could be.
Oh shit! Yeah, wait, that's CJ. Sorry, I got my black man confused.
Peter, you get distracted.
What? So, any of you guys have like an accidental racism story from childhood?
Yes.
So my accidental racism story was that it's like I knew racism was not good. I knew I did not want to be racist, but I also had a problem where I was questioning if I was or wasn't because of the fact that when I was in grade school, because I was in grade school up until third grade, I would I basically couldn't figure out because it was mostly white school, but there were a couple black kids, and I couldn't figure out if there was if, like there was another class that would walk by, or you just periodically see other classes when walking by, and um, I made the observation of like, hold on a second, whenever you see a black kid, he looks the same. Like, do I just think all black people look the same? That's kind of racist. I don't want to be racist. It took me a little while later to basically make the observation. No, it just so happens that I'm walking by the same class every single time and questioning if or if not this kid's a different kid.
Amazing.
Wow.
So I had to think of like, shit, can I not tell black people apart? To no, I'm looking at the same guy, just thinking he's a different person. Mind you, third grade, brain not fully developed yet.
Thank God. Ew. Nice.
Yeah. By the way, the whole. By the way, actually, another thing too, though, is it's like I don't know, like, do you remember when people were just really comfortable with saying all Asians looked alike, like years ago? Like that's really sizzled down in the last decade.
Yeah, I guess
Well,
so.
I think racism is a little less accepted these days.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I wonder if like people are better at telling Asians apart now, or if they just don't verbalize it. That's my question.
Yeah.
I think people are still bad at distinguishing them from like which particular area in Asia. But they,
Yeah.
I mean, that's, people say that, but it's like, yeah, but if I saw a white person, I wouldn't be able to tell if they were from Germany or France. It's
Oh
like,
yeah,
so
I
when people are
agree.
like, oh my god, that's great. It's like, is it?
yeah,
They're different countries. In fact, the assumption that you should be able to tell them apart is kind of racist. Like,
yeah.
I'm talking not people, I'm talking like region, like a Japanese and a Chinese and like a Korean. Like, I
Yeah.
can't tell the difference between a German and a French, an Italian. Some of them, yeah, like if someone's fully blonde, blue eyes, you're probably going to assume they're Scandinavian.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the assumption that ethnicity is basically like solid division lines rather than like a gradient of like regional demographics,
it
basically.
looks also, I just want to say, this like a Jerry Seinfeld hub at the pub.
Yikes.
What's the
Like-
deal with what's the
Yeah.
deal with age of consent laws?
He's got such a weird friggin' head shape. That pervert.
This is the Jerry Seinfeld that continued dating a 17-year-old. But what should we call it? But yeah, no, it's like assuming that like ethnicities are basically the same as dog breeds, that doesn't make sense because of the fact that like dog breeds were literally like a man-made manufactured concept. So it's like the reason why ethnic demographics really exist is just regional locations, and then also gene pools sticking together primarily due to like
Well, yeah,
a
exactly
country
that.
division.
Because it's like we essentially draw the lines on countries. Ethnicity,
Yeah.
like this is why race is a construct. Like we all have just a different makeup of phenotypes. Actual race is a complete construct because
Yeah.
we drew the lines of what countries are what.
Yeah. So, and like if you look at things like, sure, it's like if you do the mapping, like say like say like Japan, for example. Japan like is a mixture of people, basically, if you're going to look at gradients and stuff, there's going to be like a lot of overlap between like, like basically Russian genes and Chinese regional genes. Basically, there's going to be more of a overlap there because like a lot of um the East Asian Japanese people, it was Chinese people that moved over to the island, and the native demographic of the island of Japan were actually more Russian looking people. They're called Ainu, by the way. So that's like the thing.
I
So
knew.
so
I
so
knew.
so
I knew.
so basically it's like there's like a little bit of a mixture of Ainu people, but then you also had like colonialism from like China and all that stuff, and then Japan broke away from China after a period of time, et cetera, Asian history. But so like the point being is though that because of isolationism and all the blend there is like there are distinctions where you can get some people who have more Japanese looking features than Chinese looking features because of a specific blend. But at the same time, though, China's such a huge landmass that people from different, like from Hong Kong up to like the north, don't look like they're from the same place. And then, but then Korea, though, used to be part of the, actual mainland China for
no.
like a very short period of time before, before it got its division lines done. So, but being like, oh yeah, a Korean person is different than like a Chinese person genetically, and you should be able to instantly tell that they're different by looking at them. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense because of the fact that it's like rewind a couple years ago, it's like they Koreans were Chinese.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we can just keep going further and further.
Yeah,
back and
yeah.
blur. It'll just-
Yeah. So like that sort of stuff. It makes sense. Like I don't expect somebody to be able to look at a white guy basically and simply be like Irish or French or some shit like that. But At the same time, though, people, it was like generally like a thing where, like, when I was growing up, like if you're watching movies that, the white guys on screen, no one was going to be second guessing, like, which guy's which character. But I had situations where it's like I was watching like kung fu movies and shit, and people would be all like, "Oh yeah, I can't figure out which character is who because they changed it because the guy's not wearing glasses anymore, so he looks like this other guy now." It's like
Oh,
people that's just more so a matter of ethnocentrism, where it's like if you're not as familiar with seeing like certain like people with similar phenotypical features, you're going to have a harder time distinguishing uh individuals with like those closer features because you're
Yep.
going to be thinking of simplified generalizations rather than not looking at the the finer details of things. But
Exactly.
yeah, but at the same time though, it's also like the phrase "oh yeah, I can't tell who's who in this movie because they all look the same" was something I would hear much more commonly when I was younger, but then now
Yeah,
it's like no
also
one
drop
was going to say
the
that, peep.
also drop the hell no, hell no. I drew that dog earlier.
Yeah.
That's actually
Uh,
probably the funniest meme out right now. That dog's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, so discussing races on the count on the live stream is definitely going to get a conversation in the Discord somewhere.
Listen,
But
Caleb is a renowned person who's beloved
yeah,
in every corner of the community.
yeah.
I'm a blogger.
You are.
But yeah,
You
I'm a
are
I'm a
my
blogger. I'm from the Irish
blogger.
blogs.
my one desogger.
Yeah, but anyway, my point with that though is it's it's like there's a reasoning why that statement's there, but it's just no one. It's a phrase though that was just like more commonly like something I would hear, but nowadays just no one ever says as a peep. So I just don't know sincerely. Do people not just keep it to themselves because they know the current environment is not politically correct to say that? Or with
It's
like
so crazy.
or with the international rise of like Asian media and stuff, people are actually legitimately better at showing two different Asian guys' faces from apart from one another.
Crazy that throughout this whole diatribe that you've been going down, you've been masturbating to fucking Gwenpool under the table.
That is weird. Why have you been doing that?
Okay, listen, I just
What's
Gwenpool's
going on?
Gwenpool's legal. Spider-Verse Gwen is not legal. That's the answer.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Uh huh.
What
Yeah.
about Baboon Pool? So you're jacking off to that as well.
No, that's not Baboon Pool. That's a different
IDS,
Baboon
would
character.
you read a comic book called Boon Pool, where it's like
Boon,
about
Boon
yeah.
Pool sounds like one of those like obscure racial slurs. Like Boon by itself feels weird.
Hmm.
It's too close to a word starting with that same with the next letter across.
To be fair,
Oh man.
Boone could also be just the name of like a really cool image comic, like thing where it's like it's like what this name sounds stupid. You read the book, it's like oh the art's really fucking cool. It's about like a monkey with guns.
Yeah, fucking Cage opens up a really racist caricatured fucking book from like the 20s. Oh fuck, the art style was so cool.
I mean, I like some of Ralph Bakshi's art, even the ones that go more along the lines of racial caricatures. And I'm like, it looks interesting, but I also know that I can't can't draw like that because that would cause that people not like that.
Why do you have like pin-up posters of like John Wayne?
Yeah, what?
Riddle me this, Batman.
There's no laws against John Wayne, Batman.
There's no way you can defeat him.
What if Bruce Wayne was John Wayne? Wouldn't that be better?
What if Bruce Wayne caught a Lopunny?
Who?
That
Don't you
Lopunny
know
the
the video?
Pokemon. Oh shit.
Batman. There's no laws against Pokemon. It's because Batman. Well,
Oh, yeah,
Batman
that
voice.
lame ass meme. Funny.
Yeah.
Dang. I'm
Yeah,
realizing that my friggin' little webcam.
Hey, I'm playing Power World, Batman. You can't do that, Joker. There's no laws against pals.
It's true. He's absolutely right.
How does it feel knowing that they want to add sex into Power World?
I assume they already did. The second I saw that big Chungus Pokemon Pikachu Snorlax creature, I was like, that someone's fucking that for sure.
But what if? No. But what if my penis gets in the way? It won't.
Hakuzaku, can you link your pictures? Cause I just made you a mod because we can't see the pictures. If you've been linking them in any way, we can't see them.
But what if Drake's penis pics get in the way? It won't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cage has been spending the better half of his weekend editing the leak of Drake's dick on John Wayne.
I'm a penis.
We know.
We know. Okay. Let's see.
What is the worst Batman villain? The mainstream ones, not like the crappy Calendar Man, like of the kind of the mainstream ones.
Okay, well, first we need to quantify mainstream ones. So Riddler counts as mainstream one.
Yeah.
Two-Face
Yeah.
counts as mainstream one.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
actually, right off the bat, I think Riddler is a completely pointless villain that
He's-
could just be boiled into Joker. Like when Forest Fire says that shit in that one video he did, where he's like, "What's the?" I'm like, yeah, like Riddler is not that. Joker can do
Yeah.
Riddler's shit.
I agree. Like Riddler is basically like a specialized Joker, but yeah, at the same time
But
too.
it's crazy that like he's so big because it's like they even have like the same color scheme-ish, like
Yeah.
green and purples and stuff.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Riddler's definitely high on the list of like traditional classic Batman villains. Joker though, same time through the sheer virtue of oversaturation. If you actually, if you were to actually like break down batting averages of like basically good to bad story ratio,
Aw.
good to bad story ratios.
What
Uh,
about kebab story ratios? Which Batman comic has the most kebab in it?
No, but okay, let's see. Get over the fact that you can make a pun because of batting ratios and listen to my point. So, but if you go through batting ratios, it's like if you take a number of appearances and basically put the appearances to good or bad and basically put that as a ratio. Certain characters are going to rank more than others, and if a character has more appearances, there's a higher probability of getting misses than hits, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't take away from Kebab King, Batman's greatest villain appearance.
Okay, listen, Kebab King Batch was a good character, but unfortunately he got left out in the New 52, so he doesn't exist anymore.
This Crisis Earth shit was crazy. They got rid of all the Turkish people and fucking Gotham. That's nuts.
Yeah, I remember when Batman was jerking off at a plane, his dick got leaked, and basically it was a crisis on infinite girth.
And everyone was like, "Damn, his dick looks like a spit of shawarma."
Yeah, and Adam 22 had a panel of the comic being all like, "You stole my dick joke."
Imagine if Bruce Wayne was just sitting there, like it's just rotating, and he's just shaving meat off it.
Ugh. You can't shave meat off a dick. That's gross.
So he's got shawarma.
You will try.
Oh, wait, IDS. Can
Okay,
you see?
okay,
look
wait.
at the stream.
So we just settled Riddler's the worst Batman villain just infinitely that quick.
wait,
Well,
what's on the-
TKD said Scarecrow's lame, but he is more interesting than Riddler, I'd say.
Yeah, at least he has like a unique gimmick. Like,
And
the
he has some
Riddler
good. He has some cool designs too. There's some good ones
Yeah, he has Scarecrow has good stories too. Like I mean, like
here
you
and
know,
there. Yeah.
I like Christopher Nolan Batman Begins. Like I think some people like
Yeah.
basically like go like, oh fuck that one. It's all about the Dark Knight. But like I think Batman Begins put some respect on the name. It's a good movie.
and it's leagues better than fucking the last one.
Guys, did you, look?
Also, as a quick aside, I like Batman Begins has my favorite depiction of Gotham.
Yeah,
Batman
it
movie.
is cool. And then they just drop it for the sequels, which is weird.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
oh, but IDS, did you see that friggin' Hakuzaku had depicted Two Mad being suffocated by
Where?
by the ass cheeks of the Overwatch girl.
Oh wait, where?
It's on the stream. He wrote. He's writing, "Hi, mom." Aw.
Wait, can you do the nerf this or no?
I like the music for.
Well, actually, that was supposed to be Belle Delphine.
Wait, we need to do an edit of the nerf this girl, but when she farts, like it creates a sound wave, and then you see that falling over from the sound wave.
I do like that drawing. That is good.
Oh, and here's his bender. Bite my shiny metal can.
the Overwatch girl being like that reminds me of like have you seen the edit of like Broly they did a Nicki Minaj pose and then like Goku being like his neck is caught between the cheeks.
I really like the Bender vending machine as well.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
this guy's a good drawer. Huh.
All right, should we like sneak him the link somehow? How do we do that? Oh.
I just saw the Herbert pervert again. This is interesting of a drawing. I don't know.
Yeah.
What to think about this pervert.
Also, IDS, your drawing was decided to be better. The big giant fat one, I assume.
I was like finished drawing it before you even started. I've been saying,
Yeah. But they also like presumably your Gwen pool with her slobbery.
No, that's supposed to be Belle Delphine because
That
that's the only thing I know about Too Mad.
Yeah.
uh
Yeah,
aw.
what's even wilder about that too is one of the costumes when you did the Belle Delphine photo shoot with her. Yeah, Two Men dressed up as Donkey Kong in one of those.
Because he's a big fan of Seth Rogen, dude.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say it's just like that's just like that's just like he made that photo really loaded, so it's just kind of a little bit of like
Mhm.
how do you even talk about that one without basically he just put so many tripwires on even discussing anything about that.
Silly girl.
That was my inspiration. You're my everything.
Yeah,
I love her.
it's usually saying that too.
Everything me to my local kebab boss man.
Just I just imagine just Pete just like on the corner. Just that should be your next FX short. You should just have like just Pete basically pronouncing his love, his dying passion for somebody in the camera, and it just pans over to he's just talking to the guy he's buying his shawarma for. He's like, "Yeah, that'll be 17.99."
In fact, that's going to be the next location. Kebab King will be the next establishment that I put on
You
the
should
show.
you should also put what you call it wow what was Prince Andrew's favorite pizza place?
Wow, what's a Pizza
Uh,
Express?
Pizza
Wow,
Point.
what? I'm never gonna forget. I'm gonna clip kids going, "Wow, dude."
Wah, wah, wah. He's a big Rihanna fan.
Or
Wow.
the wow wow wee wow.
Wah, wah, wee,
Wow.
wah. I have a chair. I have a
Oh,
chair. What up, Willow?
punching me.
Sorry, I have a chair is fucking comedy gold.
Punching me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I
Someone-
Borat one goaded. Yeah,
Borat 2,
That's
underwhelming.
not.
about like
Pew, pew, pew.
yeah.
Oh,
I,
oh,
I don't.
oh,
I need to double.
oh,
I need to double check some
oh.
of that. I remember some people were claiming, being all like, "Oh yeah, they like crowds were edited to look worse than they were in Borat 2." But at the same time, also like, how much is this is cope and how much of this is real?
Well, the problem, my biggest problem with Borat 2 is it's
Stop
like
saying
Borat
that.
1 is so dumb. They just show up and he sees a fucking magazine with Pamela Anderson and goes across the country for it. There's
Yeah.
like that's no story. They try to do too much story in the second one, so you have to do moments where he's like, "Oh, my daughter," and it's like, I don't care. Do weird shit, man.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of just oh my daughter, and also just like too much of getting wrapped up in like a current election that people are kind of
Well,
burnt
yeah,
out
and
on.
also there's like this arc of like he learns to like women because he loves his daughter. It's like I don't need to see Borat go through a character arc. I don't want
Like,
to. I don't care.
well, I also like I'm okay with like Borat doing like I don't know. It's like doing dumb shit and and just getting into hijinks and making people look goofy is like fine. Like, but at the same time, it's also like there was too much like I don't know, especially about the latter half of the film. Like, I kind of got a little too hung up again with like the at the time current like election cycle stuff. And that was the problem with like a lot of media specifically like now this is the moment where Cage starts sounding like a Trump pansy even though like most of the time in his personal life he tends to sound like a liberal cuck but the thing is that a big issue that like a lot of entertainment, specifically leftist entertainers, were falling into around the Trump presidency was that they were making so many like political statements and so many statements anti-Trump. Like basically, it dominated stuff so much that and it's basically it was full Streisand effect in the situation. So in a lot of ways, they've it's like Streisand effect as well as also reverse psychology. I think that they actually by them going so heavy-handedly anti-Trump, they actually push people more pro-Trump, but also made a lot of mainstream media at the time and still have the ripple effects to this day. Really nauseating because of the fact that people were too fixated on political agenda rather than artistic craft and entertainment, and a lot of people go to entertainment for escapism rather than basically being reminded of anything in the real world. Even outside of the argument of I don't want to be lectured while watching a piece of media, forget that. You don't even want to be reminded of reality necessarily when consuming media. You know, uh,
Absolutely.
it's one of the reasons why like fantasy stuff is so popular because it's so far removed from our reality that you escape into another world. You know. You want to
when you escaped into another world?
well, escapism, the whole entire escapism is basically like, it's like to steal like, Anthony Padilla's cringe little tagline when he, promotes his therapy program of basically because sometimes existing is just exhausting. Well,
Oh my god!
yeah, yeah, it's like it's cringe, but the thing that makes like art and media great is the fact that basically it's like you watch a movie, you get engulfed in the movie, and basically you just kind of forget like you exist for like an hour. So you get like you're taking a break, but while you're still being conscious, and it gives your brain a little space to think. So then when you get back to what you're doing, it's like you come at it with a fresh head and stuff. If what you're doing watching it the entire time is reminding you, you are, I don't know your name, Caleb Lang, IDS 5621, because that's your legal name. Basically, it's like I am IDS 5621. I am Caleb Lang. I exist. This is my life. This is what I'm doing.
I just for real quick, I thought Caleb was growing a uterus for a second. Karen.
Yeah. But it's like you have like these, you're thinking like basically consciously like, like I exist. But it's like no, if your entertainment basically is reminding you this is the world you're in, this you no and all that stuff, you don't really get true escapism. If you have stuff that like gets like helps push you into this fantasy reality there, you forget you exist for an hour and you just and all your perceived reality becomes for a period of time is nothing but the story, nothing but that world, thus you get a break from existing. That's basically like honestly simply put, that's the like this is going to sound like a little cringy and stuff, but that's like a lot of the therapeutic merit of escapism in art basically is it comes down to that. So too much of like mainstream stuff and it's like even you can make your statements and speak through your art. I'm not talking against that. What I am talking against is basically your escapism not giving your audience an actual space to escape, and that's what people come to really art and media for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's also another reason why I got kind of I'm very fed up on like the whole entire like podcast and like political commentary sphere, because like it's engulfed too much of the entertainment media space when goes contrary to like what one of the core principal functions of why culturally these stories work is basically to give people for like children's stuff, you have like the morals of like Red Riding Hood and all that stuff, but then you also got, and then for adults you also got taking a break from reality.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. So anyway, sorry I went on a little bit of a tangent. Clip it and ship it, I guess.
No, we're not shipping it anywhere. We're shipping it to Timbuktu. That's my
We put it on r slash I don't know
r/rants.
yeah r slash was bloody yapping about.
No. Wait, what?
Actually, that's my real takeaway that I want people to take into this. If that's not a real Reddit, make r slash was bloody yapping about.
Yeah, that is a good. That should be. What are you drawing, Elizabeth?
I don't know.
No, what you know? That's not a freaking destroy you. Like what?
Wait. You
Just
don't know?
asking. What are you drawing? Is that like a deer girl?
I guess. Those ears were originally supposed to be frog legs.
That's funny.
Amazing.
The Hakuzakus drew a creepy grandmother.
Hakuzaku's having a blast.
Yeah.
Elizabeth drew what a bald a bald cat girl looks like. So do you really want a cat girl anymore?
It's like Taylor Swift in the Cats movie.
Yeah, kind of.
Ugh.
I'm attracted to Taylor Swift in the Cats movie. Why not? It was a really good idea. LOL. I guess.
Ideas, are you attracted to Taylor Swift in the Cats movie?
I'm more impartial to Judi Dench in the Cats movie.
Yeah.
Did you ever dream a dream?
You have a dream that you have.
wait, is it a dream like the Les Mis song, or what is the Les Mis song?
Yeah. I dreamed
Yeah.
a dream of apple pie.
Like, can you take that song and make it change the lyrics to the happy dream that you could that anything?
Oh yeah. If you ever had a dream that you could that you that you
gotta get the little instrumentals to be like playing out of tune and out.
Yeah.
Like all these stutters.
that could be funny, yeah.
Yeah.
That you could that that if you would, why?
Did you have the little crowd just clapping their hands after that?
Then you could, if you would, could dreaming.
Is this the new episode of Davik's talent show?
That would be good. Do you like that idea, Peter? County Davik's talent show. I already did play the Mata episode. And I think Todd Harold enjoyed that because he got to go evil. Did I mention there was evil?
You went Eeyore.
Eeyore.
What sound were you doing? Ideas?
Your friend Mike is shoveling snow now.
Oh,
Big
dang.
Mike.
We don't have to
Big
shovel
Mike.
snow because
Have
we live in
fun,
the
Mike.
hotlands.
Thanks for dropping by, Mikey.
How much snow have you had recently, IDS?
It snowed like the tiniest bit in November, but it didn't really settle, and then it's just been
Mm.
cold. Like if it gets too cold, it doesn't snow here.
Right. That's funny.
Did they call you Edward with all that Snowden?
Hey. No,
Wiki-
there was not that much snow, so Edward's been hanging out. Edward tweeted the other day because of the Russian guy getting killed or he died in prison.
You just
He's not Russian guy. He died in a Russian prison.
Was his tweet LOL or what was it?
Nah, it was something like so effing senseless or something.
Mhm.
Like that his death was senseless. Meanwhile, I get to hang out in Russia and hope that the US never tries to track me down here. I mean, I don't think it's worth it. They probably would have done more if they could by now.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm not as familiar with the whole Edward Snowden stuff. I can't even say his name right.
Edward snoring because he puts me
Yeah.
to sleep with all that shit.
Yeah. I think Caleb's the type of guy to go sheesh on a Sunday afternoon.
Sheesh. Sheesh, honky.
So IDS, you like Metal Slug, right?
I like
Answer me.
I like that drawing, Lizzie. That's pretty good.
I'm
Chat rate
so-
0. No one's rating. No one's chatting. I guess we haven't paid enough attention to the chat.
Hey guys, welcome to our new stream segment. Just chatting, just brapping.
Just brapping a little bit. Just Peter yapping. Peter, what you yapping about?
What is Blood yapping about? What is Crip yapping about?
What is this little bloodle?
When I hear when I hear Blood yapping, what's going on? What's going on?
What's going on? Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
Can't Phil DeFranco have that song play when he's like about ready to greet some beautiful bastards? This is the beautiful bastard.
Are you ready to be a beautiful bastard, Peter?
That means they're going to die, Caleb.
That's not how that is. A bastard is when you have a child illegitimately, you numbnut.
Oh yeah, you're right. That means you're going to get an annulment.
I thought it was out of wedlock, no?
Illegitimately is out of wedlock.
Oh.
You silly Billy.
IDS realizing he has 5 bastards in the closet.
How many beautiful bastards do you have in your closet, IDS? Be honest.
16.
What? How did you get so many?
That's
I will give you
because
props though. You didn't make 17. That would have made me real mad.
but he's trying to go for 38 though.
Yeah. This
I'm trying to go to gym.
this canvas is getting crazy.
17, 38. I'm like I want some hello.
I'm like a bunch of ho-ho.
I'm like a buttercup.
I'm like a blinker hunter.
Oh, what's that?
This is the Kayla and Cage just do a bunch of scat to entertain the no one who's commenting in the chat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You think? IDS, the Cal LF stream audience is just too obsessed with poop. I mean, scatting, really? Like, I'm about ready to quote a popular Vine soundbite when I say really.
You really.
Why is it but the what's the number really? Like after the really?
Oh, hey, Tryman had a good question. He said, "Can your son stop making weird noises and say something
Are you going to finish? Are you going to finish the comment or just leave it?
I think I should leave it there because that's what made Ideas laugh. No, he said, can he say something normal like Trimat is the best count LF viewer? Can you say Trimat is the best, Peter? Can you say that?
I don't know. I mean, I think Oso's
think so.
already in the Godfather list, so you know.
Yeah. Guys, would you want the pressure of being a godfather? Do you know what do you know that like in America being a godfather is like a legally binding thing, and it means that you have to contribute like at least $50 to the family a year?
Really?
Wild.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
He just
Yeah.
made it up because you guys are idiots.
You called your wife an idiot?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Okay, well, this is abusive. Elizabeth, divorce him.
I'm also just very gullible.
Yeah.
What? What?
Elizabeth, stop it with the internalized misogyny and don't be taking calls as stupid by the.
I just like to use my excuse of being British because you said in America somewhere.
That is true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Ideas coming in with the Johns. All right.
Exactly.
Please,
It's my
please,
Jimmy
no
Johns.
Johns. Please, no Johns.
Also, you can make fun of me for that because John's a smash term because some player got really defensive.
Some player named John kept on making excuses, so please, no
Basically.
Jada
Johns.
Smith.
Wait, I gotta see this. It's time.
This
It's
game
time.
is so unhinged.
It's time for the Joker beatbox laugh. I love Joker beatbox laugh. Like if I ever like have a public controversy, I want everybody here to just make TikToks of just Joker beatbox laughing with a screenshot of the headlines, call me racist.
There you go.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's gonna be a race thing? What?
It's judging by what the Greedy Goblins competition complaint is. People are going to either call me a racist or a sexist.
Racist, sexist, KKK. Cage Bellina is so cray.
Let's see. Yeah.
What's he doing?
What is blood
Oh my
doing?
gosh. I like having this guy on.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He just keeps on going.
Thank you, Haku Zaku.
When this guy
Wait,
popped
is
up on
that
this.
me underneath the poo?
Yeah.
Hey, come on, man.
There
I'd
was
rather
no
be
end.
40% me than 12% poo.
Why am I under poo?
I'd rather be 80-year-old me than 40-year-old poo.
Ideas is avenging me for trying to make it look foolish with the comments about the Godfather status.
A poolish?
Polish.
Yeah. Paige, what's your
Yeah,
excuse? You should know law about Godfather.
I am the law. I'll touch my ball.
Peter, stop touching your balls.
Did you ever see that montage of people from the Judge Dredd movie of Soul going, I am the law. What about the law? Law.
Yeah. It's a good
Is that Nostalgia Critic or is that?
I think so, yeah, he did that in his review of
Okay.
the film.
Yeah.
The film that stars Robert
De
something.
Niro.
No.
Yeah, Robert Schneider.
Schneider. I wanted to say Robert Redford. No. There's a lot of Roberts. Who's your favorite Robert ever? Name your
Julia.
favorite
I
Robert.
like the little critter shitting. He's cool.
What about Downey? Oh,
Shout out to my shit and critters.
thank you. the freaking critter. It's literally just that little dino head with a butt.
How do you know it's not like cute little worm?
That's
Yeah,
that's the
that's
new
true.
that's the new Callan LF mascot.
I like the Balta too, by the way.
Why don't you have like a little VTuber mascot, Caleb?
V-tier mascot? I don't know.
Why do you have a Vsauce mask, man?
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
Vsauce, Keikel here.
What is alimony?
What were you laughing at, Ideas?
Nothing, man.
Oh, Balta. You silly. Did you
I
know,
think
we know
Balta.
someone who said
Actually,
Balta
I'm
sucks.
just going to say it, dude. Balta fucking sucks.
No, he doesn't. He's our G. Balta deserved to get friggin' mind controlled by the Paraka.
Walter reminds me of Luffy, dude.
Yeah, dude. Imagine just saying to some people being like, "Oh yeah, you're like fighting against the Praca of Boy Dewey."
Yeah.
The poopies.
Yeah. Oh, Asan Pakar, I'm going to kill you. I kill you.
Guys, if there was a Paraka themed like commentary channel, what do you think the name of the YouTube channel should be?
Uh, I don't know. The trigger.
What about Skok Talk? He's-
That sounds like a CBW era show.
yeah,
Yeah.
Skok
That,
Talk.
that sounds more like a podcast review show. Like you have to make a pun about trigger. It would
Oh
trigger.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You do. Friggin'
Yeah. The trigger. The triggered's trigger.
yeah.
That's
We
Triggered
once
snakes.
everyone's done with their current drawing,
just
do the
triggered
canvas.
society.
Mm.
L-
Wait, what
Yeah.
about triggered beasts? And then it's just Vizon and
It's a Vizon and Radek.
Vizon and Radek, yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm thinking once we
Hey.
once the scat piece finished drawing, I feel like we should move like start a new canvas. We're running out of
Yeah,
space.
yeah, we should just choose. Wait, let's try and do like an actual. I want to see how you and Hakuzaku
It's like
do it.
Zactan.
I want to see how you and Hakuzaku do, or we can do a three-way. Like
Miyazaku.
specific.
Stop bringing
Oh.
people into your relationship. Let this
Okay.
transgender
No.
live her life.
Oh, transgender. Oh no. I like Will. Why the frick does he look like? He doesn't look like Will Smith at all. He's very dark.
Oh, there's like been a weird little notification over. I didn't even see the Will. Will looks like a
Yeah.
little pony.
Yeah. He's a little pony, dude. Oh, poor Will.
That moment when I'm at Dennis in Minnesota.
Also, I like that Zactan. He's freaking crazy though.
He did be kind of quirky though.
There is another canvas there.
I think at an Eddie would have been cooler if, like in the opening sequence, like instead of doing the handstand on his tongue, he does a handstand on his dick.
Does he?
Zip-a-da-ba-da-boom.
Oh, Peter. What's the matter, honey?
Hello. What is your problem,
hi.
child?
Oh,
Oh, hi. Oh, hi. What?
Shut up! I'm trying to stream.
Oh, hi.
But Peter, when he sees all the stream highlight animations that his dad made, what the?
Yeah, pretty much. He gonna slap me silly. He's gonna say, "You're bad. You bad, honky. You told me to be good, but you were."
There's consequences for saying funny on the internet. How do you know? How do you know?
Is he? Do you think he's hungry?
I think he's tired. 'Cause he has a
Probably.
nap.
Why don't you guys keep doing a drawing thing? I skipped to the second thing. Why don't you guys see what you can do? And I'll see if I can get
All right.
Lizzie takes over as host. Whoa.
Dude,
The host with
there's
the most.
consequences for neglecting your son. How do you know?
Destitute.
Do you know about the Elizabeth? Do you know about the whole entire God of War meme on that or no?
No.
Okay. Well, in the new God of War games, there's just like a clip where the guy who killed all the Greek gods is telling his son, "There's consequences for killing a god," and then his son shouts,
Is
"How
that,
do you
is
know?"
that actually from the game? I didn't even know that was.
Yeah, that's actually from the game. Like that's like the cutscene, and the kid shouts like, "How do you know? How do you know?" And people keep on just changing the caption to like other stuff. And
Oh,
being like,
I always thought
"There's
it was like,
consequences to having a fursona. How do you
Like, I-
know? How do you?"
I knew it was related to the game. I had no idea it was like actually from the game.
Yeah, because like a lot of those, kind of the controversial stuff with the new God of War games, from what I know from proximity of nerds talking, not talking bloods yapping, if you will, is that there's like a lot of character development on Kratos' part of basically him mellowing out with age and basically kind of like him not being like this vengeful, like I want to kill everybody thing, because he already did that and feels kind of regret for doing that to Greece. But then, but it's
He's
but
Greek. What?
yeah, he's Greek, dude. I'm not falling for it. but yeah, no, that's the I don't know, the big controversy with the God of War's games direction is basically, at least what it seems like, because like the original director has even said that he doesn't like, of the original trilogy, says he's not a big fan of the new trilogy, basically making Kratos actually go through character arcs instead of just being this angry guy that just kills everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So-
there's like a give or take where it's like, I actually kind of think he looks cooler with a beard. I always found like his OG design, he looks. I mean, it's fitting. He kind of looks like a rapist.
It's as funny as it sounds. I think I think my big criticism with the new God of War stuff, purely as somebody from outside looking at this stuff, is I the direction of the cutscenes going less stylized, because the original God of War series was like very much like video gamey of the time, but then like with PlayStation going in its direction of going more and more cinematic stuff, the God of War sequel games feel more shifted to being like in this more semi. The problem is when you say, I don't want to say grounded or realistic, because it's not, but it's like more of that like pseudo trying to convince yourself like it's more real, kind of like, I don't know, it's in between of like either like a Marvel movie or like a Christopher Nolan Batman movie sort of like style of realism, where it's like it's the realistic version of this thing that's really comic booky, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like while like like the original God of War is like on par with Devil May Cry stuff, while the new God of War stuff is like something that you would it's trying to be like the modern style of Hollywood filmmaking, basically. And to me, the Devil May Cry stuff is just more interesting looking, as more of a texture, and it was more distinctly video game. And I don't like how modern PlayStation games just are trying to be live action movies. Because I strongly believe that, because on the sheer virtue, video games have more in common with animation than they do with live action, and you should try to approach more video games with the. Yeah, all I'm saying is no one want to watch Robert Zemeckis' mocap movies like Beowulf that were trying to be live action. People just want to watch live action instead. It comes out
Yeah.
weird, but then the CGI movies actually lean into being animated, like Spider Verse to even Toy Story. Like that entire spectrum of stuff does well. So if your video game kind of is going more in that direction rather than trying to be Robert Zemeckis' Beowulf, it's just going to it just works out better for you, in my opinion, in terms of artistic quality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
little girl.
yeah, hey, don't call me a little girl. I haven't transitioned yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Next week.
Body rocking.
Next week.
Sweet. So how?
Yeah.
What preparation have you done for the surgery?
Well, see, Michael Chiklis is not going to be in the new Fantastic Four, so I did my protest for that, and it corresponds with going dickless. Gotta
Okay.
go dickless for Michael Chiklis.
It's true.
Yeah. Uh, how do you feel about the Fantastic Four not having Chiklis back in the role?
I feel like he's one of those people who just feels very well suited for it. Like, again, I don't know why they'd want to go with like a weird, unique direction. Like, I think we're past the point of, ooh, that's cool. Like, nowadays it's almost more shocking when you have a more faithful adaptation.
Yeah.
Like, Pedro Pascal is interesting, I guess. I feel like they should have got someone like Hank from Breaking Bad to be the thing. Like,
Unironically, yeah, but I think he
Right?
might be a little old for that.
but like someone like that should
Yeah.
be the fucking thing.
As fucking stupid as it sounds, if this like Kevin James might have not actually been terrible casting for the thing.
Nah, for real. Like, yeah, just get a husky guy. Like the guy they got doesn't look. He doesn't need to be Jack. He needs to be like bouncer Jack. Like he can be. Have some weight on him.
He has to be like bouncer jacked or like blue collar worker, where it's like he's that in
Exactly.
between of fat and fit.
Yeah, it's like bro's stronger than any bodybuilder just because he has that extra mass.
but also like in his daily life he's being called a fat piece of shit, even though he's active.
Yeah, and he's
Like
just like
basically fat through diet, not inactivity.
Exactly. Like he's
Yeah.
He's literally the strongest guy there is, but he's a big fucking.
Like he eats three boxes of donuts a day.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
that's actually true strength comes from weight. Actually,
Yeah. Boogie is the strongest of us all.
well, it's like if you're large, every step is a squat. Like,
Every step you take.
I'll be watching.
Just imagining just like we were watching you to like a workout montage. But yeah, I used the Human Torch, by the way.
Some twinkus from Stranger Things.
Like they should have gone Will Arnett to be Human Torch, because he sounds like he's a smoker already. Dude, Will Arnett's voice has gotten more gravelly with age. It's like it's going to be like just like full fiberglass by
I feel like leaning into the Batman thing kind of helped.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. I've heard him and he went like, "Yeah, I talk like this too." Yeah, I talk like this. I'm like, Jesus, he needs therapy for his throat.
An abomination. The Abomination. Isn't it really cool that they made the Abomination like this weird hippie guy in She-Hulk?
Yeah, I think they should have a new Marvel character called Obama's Nation, and he's a Hulk variant that's on an
I
Obama
was the
character.
abomination of Obama's nation, and that's a pretty
Yeah.
bad way to start a conversation.
Yeah.
The
So,
word
like, how much of Eminem's like raps are clever puns, and how much of them are dad jokes? Is the real
well,
question.
that was the Kanye line, so
Oh, sorry. I you said it like how you quote Eminem.
that's because fucking Obama called him a jackass. And there's like a reference to that.
Obama called Kanye a jackass. When?
Yeah, don't you remember?
No.
Yeah, I mean he did.
Obama was like, "I'm Carrie Underwood. April Fools. Kanye's a jackass."
He just said it for the he was like, and I've drone struck 58,000 people, and Kanye's a jackass.
And James Flacco. He did call James Franco James Flacco.
Well, didn't Trump call Little Pump? He called him Little Pimp.
You know what's actually insane is that I remember I was watching like when the interview happened. You know, Randall Park played Kim Jong Un in the interview, right? But though, like the main billing was Seth Rogen and James Franco. When Sony got all of its hacks, like the North Korea stuff, and basically like the whole entire interview movie, like had all the North Korean threats for it. Randall Park actually got, you know, like security detail. I forget exactly which organization, you know, gave him the security, but they gave him the security. Despite being the guy who actually played the caricature of Kim Jong Un, he never actually got any threats or any things targeted on him. Like all the targeted stuff was happening to Sony Pictures themselves and Seth Rogen and James Franco.
I guess they realized that again. He's just an actor. It's not like he was like, I have this great idea. I'm Kim Jong Un. You know.
I get so, but I mean, like at the same time, from North Korean logic, it's just like he is the, you know, it's like if they're looking at it as like this is blackface of our, you know, great leader. It's like, you know, it's like okay, the guy who wrote it, fuck you. The producer who wrote it, fuck you. The guy who actually wore the blackface, he gets a pass.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah, the logic is just a little weird on there, and I'm just like a little bit like, huh. So either
those boobs are like hanging nutsack.
our North Korea is just being wacky on that, or get a little conspiracy theories. Maybe it was fabricated drama.
I think it was interesting to see the ramifications. Like, Spider-Man is literally like in the MCU because of that shit. Like, and then like I can't remember the other stuff that happened, but some other shit happened. I'm sure.
By the way, apparently, like they're doing like the Man Web movie or all that stuff right now. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, it's already come out. It's bad.
Oh, it's actually out. Damn, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, it's just dumb.
I thought it was like a premiere. I thought it was like the first trailer came out. I didn't realize it was like the actually out.
Yeah, no, it's out. It's just bad.
That's fucked if I actually don't realize that the movie's out. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Literally, as far as Marvel stuff goes, it's like, my literal opinion on that is, but if it's Spider-Man, I'll watch it. But I haven't seen or heard anything about Marvel stuff post like the last Avengers stuff that really grabbed me. Outside of Guardians 3, and after Guardians 3, I'm not interested in anything Guardians related.
I'm somewhat interested to see what Fantastic Four and X-Men look like, and the new Deadpool movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The Deadpool movie hasn't sold me on it because it's too much MCU connected stuff. I like if the Fantastic Four trailer looks like a fun and it has its own standalone thing, good. But like I want a period of time where we just go back to basics and basically get a couple Iron Man ones before we go back
essentially,
into this.
Marvel wants to do that with Spider-Man now, but like
Yeah.
Sony's like, nah. We want huge shit. We want all the other guys back. They want to do some big shit, while Marvel clearly with the setup of the end of the last one is like,
Yeah.
you know, want to bring him back to basics. That's
Yeah.
what great reference.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to. Yeah, I know. Like my big thing with the Marvel movies is like what's been killing it with like the new space stuff is trying to continue the interconnected stuff post the Thanos stuff. But like if they were smart about it, they would soft reboot it and they just have a series of films that, like,
Well,
aside
that's
from,
I think.
yeah,
I think with Secret Wars, or I don't know what the hell the words of these things are. One of these Avengers movies that's coming up. Apparently, they're looking to soft reboot.
yeah,
Basically, keep what works, get rid of the shit. Like I think, or at
yeah.
least that's the idea they're floating.
Yeah, I think honestly, what they should do is just like, first off, stop the TV shows. No one wants to watch the TV shows. I no one wanted to watch these TV shows. That's just too much. Like the Marvel movies were already like episodes, so you don't want even more screen time of this stuff. Um, and like the thing is, it's like. Yeah, okay, so like the Blade movie, for example, like on one hand, I'm interested in it because I actually like the Wesley Snipes Blade movie, like the very first one. So I hope they do a good job with it. But at the same time, I'm also like, I don't want a Blade movie where Blade talks about being like, oh yeah, when the attack in New York happened. I'm like, I don't want to hear callbacks to Avengers 1 events. You know? It's like I like if Blade talks about the attack on New York, I want him to be talking about a historic. Sorry, I can't make that joke. but, but I mean, but my point being is like I don't like basically like leave any universe tying to post credit sequence. It's one of the reasons why Ant Man's a good example of that, where it's like like tell me that the worst part of the Ant-Man one wasn't the whole entire we need to go to the Avengers thing and meet Falcon because we need to
I
steal
don't think
thing.
so. Only because back then there was still a little bit of novelty. Because I think
Yeah.
back then it was still like, why aren't they helping out? So when you did see some crossover, it was like, oh shit. But now it's like old hat.
I think I guess so, but at the same time though, it's like the way that sequence was also executed. It's just like the behind the scenes information of that was supposed to be a Edgar Wright movie, and they dropped from production on it. You can see basically like what was like studio of like original Edgar Wright vision, and what was like studio stuff. Like the basically the this basically the seams weren't properly sanded out, and it's very transparent that that was like a tack onto the script rather than like actually a proper that sequence like literally it's just like
Wait, there was Attack on Titan in the script?
no, I mean, like the whole entire Falcon, like going to meet the Falcon, going to the Avenger is huge for attack and then doing all that sort of thing. It's just like it doesn't come up later in any of the other acts. It's kind of like a self-contained side quest within the film. It's like you could literally just make a cut of the film that doesn't have that in there and it's non consequential.
What movie is this? Sorry, I just popped out.
Ant-Man 1,
Ant-Man. Wait, which part?
the going to Avengers.
Oh, yeah,
campus.
that's true. Yeah, that is completely.
Yeah.
Oh look, it's Modoc.
Yeah. So I mean, like. So they basically my whole entire so and like the
Is
thing
Cage
is
ranting about MODOK again?
no, I was ranting about the MCU stuff, and but anyway, last thing I'll just rant about is like
He loves MODOK.
get the Edgar Wright glazing competition happening, and I'm very high up in there. I'm gonna be like one of the last competitors in the competition. So, yeah, I want a good Edgar Wright movie, and and I still hate Ant Man a little bit. I have resentment towards Ant Man to this day because you have some people be like, it's one of the best films, but I'm like, it robbed us of another Edgar Wright goated movie. It would have been even better if Marvel just let him do it. But no, Marvel wasn't ready for people to do their own thing. And then fucking Taika Waititi does Thor Ragnarok, and I'm like, fucking hell, you should. It's like a couple of years late on that one.
Yeah. No, everyone was sort of excited for it though. Oh! You're the Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, that.
Yeah. What I'm saying
it
is like
actually
Thor
came out
Ragnarok
good.
basically Thor Ragnarok broke MCU style because MCU had a style pre Thor Ragnarok, and then now it's been kind of trying to do Ragnarok and this stuff. We'll discuss that stuff later. But point being
It
is,
is
if
true.
Thor
Yeah.
Ragnarok let a director do his unique vision on an MCU film, while every other film prior constantly had director visions, tampered with for basically universe consistency. Edgar Wright dropped from the film because he didn't want this stuff to be tied into every other Marvel movie, and they
Right.
basically weren't giving him enough creative control. And he just wanted to just make the Ant-Man movie and basically have it be self-contained. And I think like the logic was like, if you guys want to take Ant-Man and use it in your MCU, you can, but I just want to make an Ant-Man movie and nothing else.
Right.
Yeah. And
they couldn't even let him do that. Yeah.
yeah,
Which is fair, especially in that first movie. It literally just took a halt to do the Avengers stuff.
Yeah, and like everybody's like, oh, everybody loves the Michael Pena scene in there. tell me that that's not like one of the few
That
things
is,
left over.
yeah.
That,
They,
that is
they
like the
kept
most
that.
like, the right shit ever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they kept
exactly. And that like when that if anybody talks about that loving that scene and haven't seen Shaun of the Dead or Hot
I
Fuzz,
haven't seen the third one. Did they do anything with that gimmick in the third one? Because they definitely enjoyed it in the second too.
I still think the World's End's very overrated.
Wait, yes, you
Nah.
saw it. Did you see Ant-Man 3?
Yeah, he was talking about
Yeah.
Ant-Man 3, not the Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah, no, I was talking Connect Trilogy, but yeah, Ant-Man 3 fucking sucks.
Oh, wait. Yes, real quick though. Did it have Michael Pena doing any?
No,
of
he's
that-
not in it at all.
at all. Wow,
Nope.
that
He's not even
surprised me.
They should have had Michael Pena as MODOK.
But no, I'm genuinely even on board with the idea of MODOK. Like when in the first movie the villain like shrinks down and you see him shrink in different parts, like his arm shrinks first. So the fact that he's super deformed down there makes sense. That's kind of a clever thing to do. But the way they use him is like he was a genius smart guy, but he's like a goofy, like dumb henchman. I'm like, what? He was like a super genius. What?
Yeah.
Why is he?
And also like Yellow Jacket, his personality as Yellow Jacket is like malicious dickhead. So he should be malicious dickhead as MODOK while looking like a fool. Alternatively, Patton Oswalt should have played him in live action as well.
And also when they're doing dumb, oh, I actually really like the MODOK show. There's one episode that is really funny.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there's a few episodes, but there's one where like I can't even describe it. I wouldn't be able to do it justice. But there's one sequence in that is actually genuinely hilarious.
Yeah, that's actually hilarious.
Bionicle parts in it, so it's
Yeah.
good to see.
Yeah. By the way, as a quick aside, for basically viewer audience, here's your homework: watch Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg's movies that they collaborated together. I'll actually say At World's End. Watch it again. That one is like the most dialogue driven out of the.
Yeah, everyone,
out of
here's
the
your
trilogy.
homework. Watch Simon Pegg, Nick Frost.
Yeah. But no, like watch Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg trilogy, especially if especially if you liked the Ant-Man 1 or you thought it was pretty good. Watch those movies and you'll understand why Cage is so pissy that we were robbed of Edgar Wright Ant-Man. Also pay attention next time you watch a stop motion production and try to find Bionicle pieces in the background.
Yep. Like watch Wingman. There's Bionicle pieces in the foreground and the background, dude.
Me when Ideas tries to plug his own show. Shut the fuck up.
You don't get my show. No, I don't even know.
By the way, I guess maybe for stream audience, we've been obsessed with the "Shut the Fuck Up" clip behind the scenes for a bit of Penn from Penn and Teller going, "You shut the fuck up" from like all the old YouTube poops.
Classic YouTube poop era stuff.
Yeah, it's an oldie but a goodie, and we've been fixated on that. So
it's referred to as funny.
It's by autistic hyperfixation. What the fuck up?
Also, whoever wrote that, yes, also watch Seinfeld.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Actually, if you like any of IDS's stuff, watch Seinfeld and SpongeBob.
And then also watch the Ace Family.
Yeah. Osmic Broom was a big inspiration.
Yeah, Two Mads catalog was my inspiration.
Yeah, the Too Mad competition, a glazing competition with IDS is the con.
Too Mad.
Trimat.
I'm actually getting a headache. I need some water.
Oh no!
You see the
I
just put in?
I'm ready. I'm ready, God. Oh, and you got the demonic Thomas, Ant-Man getting squashed.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you
Right,
Fortnite or
so-
PUBG?
You ready?
Ferrari.
Fortnite or PUBG?
Ferrari.
That's not Fortnite or PUBG, dude.
Alright, I'm literally gonna just find like an ibuprofen or something. So they'll be BRB.
Okay. I'm currently looking around right now for things. Let's see, Elizabeth, is there anything you want to talk about or nah?
Well, I'm not much of a talker.
Okay, cool. We'll just say nothing till Ideas comes back.
Okay.
Have you seen that animation actually that that some guy did of the streams, and it's basically IDS strapped to a device like a torture device, and Caleb says, "Say the funny IDS."
Oh my gosh, no.
Yeah, and it's just like IDS is still locked in the basement to say the funny for streams.
Oh
It's
my gosh.
yeah. I wish if anybody knows who did that animation in chat, drop it. It's funny. Yeah, and then Elizabeth can react to it on screen, stream, and just look, horrified.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah. Like I feel like if you ever did like any of those like TikToks or YouTube shorts pages where it's just your face in the bottom corner reacting to things, you just have a terrified expression the entire time and nothing else.
Yeah, that would be it.
Yeah. Let's see. Hmm. I've been interested in trying to figure out like game controllers for different titles, like different types of fighting games, because the fighting games are weird with the controllers because you have to get particular with them, and there's so many different styles of things. But it's like a complete like Goldilocks situation of something is just right, something is wrong, sort of thing, and I'm still trying to figure out the right situation for it, because even if you get something with a good button layout, you run into build quality issues. And the biggest issue is it's like Xbox has like the perfect directional pad for the genre, but like they put in the but like PlayStation has like a better placement for the directional pad for because they switch where the D-pad and joystick is compared to the Nintendo Xbox standard. Uh, and but the problem is it's that you want to prioritize the joystick placement uh where the way placement is I mean prioritize the d-pad placement where PlayStation does it, um but I've used the PlayStation controller I actually bought from Caleb for a long time for like Guilty Gear and stuff, but the problem is that when you're trying to rock your thumb across like different portions of the like trying to get like diagonal motions or trying to do like swooping motions with the d-pad, your thumb actually like the corners aren't actually like the most beveled on the PlayStation controller, and there's no click on them too, so it hurts your thumb, and also it's a little too mushy. So I like the clickiness and the like satellite shape that the Xbox controller goes for.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it's I but again, it's just like I've literally looked around all over the place, and it's just like that specific combination. People, it doesn't seem like it exists. Where, yeah. Um, One thing that's actually funny though is that people, uh, um, like what's becoming the popular option that might even be considered cheating in some circles is having your controller laid out like a arcade like a arcade joystick setup, but replacing the joystick with like a keyboard WASD buttons. Because if you do that, then you can perfectly hit all your diagonal motions and avoid like accidentally missing inputs compared to anything else. But the problem with that though is like allows you to hit two buttons at the same time in ways that you can't like you can't hit like say like up and down at the same time on a normal controller, but you can with a key with a a WASD keyboard. So that's like the entire debate with that controller setup. So I'm not sure if it's tournament legal, but at the same time, also I play as a hobbyist. I'm not planning on going to tournaments.
Like,
So, mm,
this is so weird. All your drawings. Hey, I like the SpongeBob. Oh, Oso
Yeah,
hopped
I
in.
let him in.
Nice.
yeah. Let's see.
So much art. Is
Yeah.
IDS still doing?
He left for
He
a
needed to
second.
get, and I've been talking a little.
He needed the it glitched out rats. Oh well. That's okay.
For the past couple minutes. I've been talking about like different fight stick layouts that people have been going for. Like you've seen the keyboard WASD combination, right? Or no?
Sorry, I'm just noticing that my freaking backdrop's been knocked on the floor. I've been stepping on it this whole time, so that's really not great. Wait, the what?
You've seen like the whole entire combination of the the arcade stick controllers that use WSD instead of an actual joystick for them.
The combination. I'm aware, yeah, that you use those keys when just using a keyboard.
No, but I mean like the hybrid thing where people combine like half like arcade fight stick with also a keyboard. So like the controllers are a keyboard, but the actual buttons they're hitting are like arcade buttons. Like I might actually just have to send over a photo of what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, I'm trying to process this. I'm not as aware. I like the SpongeBob and Patrick.
Yeah, but
My peaches, Patrick.
yeah, but basically like this controller setup is seems like to be like in terms of if we're going to talk about like objective optimization for games and like competitive play and stuff, this is like what people say is the best because you can get like the accuracy of inputs correct, but also I think it's like not tournament legal in some circles because you're able to hit
Oh,
buttons in certain angles and stuff that gives you like so basically the degree of advantage this control setup gives people like is potentially like seen as unfair in the same way that like like in Smash Bros, there's a whole entire like fight stick button version rather than using joysticks. That's like the hitbox controller. That's considered kind of a gray area. People think it should be accepted or not.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah.
One wonders because at the end of the day, if the rules are that you need to be like using the skill, just inputting the moves to beat the other opponent, how
Yeah.
you do it should ultimately be irrelevant as long as it's you, a human, doing it solely by yourself.
Yeah.
That's
I,
where
I
now AI controllers are coming out. You hearing about that?
yeah that uh
One wonders
not
if people will be able to sneak that technology and try and cheese with it.
yeah. I know that there was like one guy who basically, cheesed inside a Smash tournament where they actually changed like some values like in a special like, ROM version of like one of the Smash games where
Yeah,
they gave like their like a specific color of
Pichu.
Pichu. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So
They hacked. Wait, how did they do that again? Because they put something in with did they provide the console?
it was something that the version of Smash Bros because like a lot of the tournament builds that they
Right.
play there because like melee in particular it's like such a like expensive thing to get a hold of a lot of times like it's people it's just like emulation like homebrew on not like on a Wii basically that they're playing, so it's like basically
Oh
still
yeah,
original hardware but it's not an original disc at all. So
gotcha.
like that, and there's software to basically like modify like melee like the variables for like what get the damage outputs and stuff. So the person just did one of those and then just had a compiled special ROM file on this one SD card and made sure that they put the right SD card in the right Wii they were playing. So pretty wild stuff on there.
Yeah,
But yeah, for
everyone will always find a way to cheat if they
yeah.
really want to.
Yeah, so my main thing is it's like I like playing on arcades for fun like periodically, but I can't have but a fight stick can't be my permanent setup because like I have like a trigger finger in my right hand, and that basically like if I'm playing arcade games on like an actual controller for a long period of time,
Hmm.
uh, my right hand cramps up really bad. And like it could actually cause carpal issues if I continue playing that way long term. So it's the reason why I look into input setups that are primarily thumb centric rather than finger centric. Um,
Gotcha.
yeah. So
Is that Mr. Bug, Yakuzaku, or is that just a bug man?
Mr. Bug is returns. Okay.
Let's see. It reminds me of a thing I drew once, but
The general square head shape and facial expression reminds me a lot of like Dan Paladin's art style for like
yeah.
games like Battle Block Theater and Alien Hominid.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, uh,
Beetle.
there's
Beetle.
but yeah, so like the WASD arcade stick thing, like yeah, if somebody else had it and I could play it for a little bit, I could try it. But if I'm going to try to do an educated guess and invest my own money, like I'm not, I don't think I would use the arcade stick long term for it. But
Yeah. Oh, this is dry,
I
Mr.
yeah.
Pug.
But as far as like controller stuff goes, like I've looked into like fight pads, but fight pads you tend to run into build quality issues, as well as also like there's a I I was telling Elizabeth this, like I think the Xbox like the modern Xbox One controller, like just like if you buy an Xbox controller, because they're kind of just like the same for regardless of device now. Uh like the D-pad that they have now, that's like more the satellite shape, dish shape one that's all clicky, is like is like the best for fighting games in my opinion, for like a directional input device for your thumb. But the problem is though that they don't put the prioritized placement of it in the joystick place, like joystick spot. Like I just want to flip the where the joystick and my D-pad is on an Xbox controller. But there's just no fight stick that is built that exact way. And the PlayStation directional pad, basically, like the one I bought from you, basically has issues of being both mushy and also having not as much beveled edges between the plus shape. So when you are swiping your thumb across the face of it, you actually it actually rubs your thumb and it's exhausting for it.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Sorry. Wait, what did you
yeah,
buy from me again? I'm already forgetting.
the PlayStation 3 controller.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the cheapo one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, actually, I
so
don't know how cheap it was, but yeah.
yeah, it was given to you for free, and I bought it off of you. You made $10 off of it.
Yay! Yeah.
I mean, it was a good deal for me actually too. So,
I'm glad you.
um,
Yeah, I'm glad you were able to do something with it.
What did Cage cheat you of?
no, and Caleb,
Remember, I gave him that controller.
PS,
I
yeah,
gave him.
PlayStation
I
3,
sold it to him.
yeah, PlayStation 3 controller.
Oh, so you cheated Cage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I've given him a lot of things.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Let's see. The
dude, Lekon and Kikanalo ain't cheap.
yeah. So for for like controller setups for like the genre, like the Sega Saturn controller isn't terrible for the games, but the problem is that I don't like the button shape for three of the buttons on the face. Like they have like these smaller the Saturn controller setup where like normal concave buttons are at the bottom row, but then the top row of three buttons is smaller, and it's it's not extruded, not intruded. So like I'd rather have a uniform button shape for it, but the directional pad is nice for it. Uh, but so that's like one thing I would look into, and then the other one is like I've been doing research on is that Neo Geo SNK's controllers, they have like a reissue of like right now for USB stuff with a company where they have Neo Geo's fights now gamepad reproduced from their old system. And the Neo Geo pad is really weird because of the fact that it's a joystick, but it's also a click sensor setup. So it's kind of like almost like a clicky keyboard or a clicky mouse control, but you move it with a joystick instead. So like for people, they like theoretically people like it more for like certain motion stuff because you get the precision of like more of a D-pad, but you get like the more consistent like the swooping motions that you can get with the joystick. But from what people have said about using these things, like unless if you modify it, the trap you have to. Some people run into input issues with them still, even though like theoretically it should be the best option.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I don't know. I by the way, like,
Is that Big the
I don't
cat?
talk. Unfortunately, you got me talking about this on stream, and I don't really talk about a whole lot
No,
with
it's
you
fine.
guys. Yeah, I was gonna say talk about with you guys, but like, I put like a lot of time looking into game controllers actually to try to figure out some of this stuff, even though like there's a low probability I'll ever be involved with hardware uh development. I think I think ergonomic controller design stuff it is interesting because of the fact that mostly just for a personal thing. It's just that there's controllers that I've used and I like for like certain consoles and games and stuff, but if I don't really have like a true like definitive this is the best controller ever made opinion actually.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I do either because I've enjoyed some of the different ones I've used and I can think of strengths and weaknesses to every one. It is funny though. I have been able to legitimately not prove, but I have found that I have like really worn out that used um
Smash controller.
Smash, yeah, the pro controller because one time I was like getting really frustrated because Elizabeth got me a new one for my birthday. And I was
Mhm.
getting really frustrated just a few weeks ago at like some of the inputs not coming out right, and I realized, oh, I grabbed the other one, not the new one. So that's I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm legitimately correct that some of the my inputs were not coming in as fast as they should for something like Smash.
Yeah, you should look into like seeing if there's any ways to like repair it or anything like that. Because it's probably just like a simple like
Well,
button replacement thing. I wanted to
maybe.
replace the face, but I wanted to replace the face buttons on my Pro controller, but I accidentally stripped the screws. So I have like a bunch of so I have a set of custom face buttons and and joysticks that I can't use because of the fact that I just need to get like I
Oh,
need to figure out to remove the
sorry.
screws
Wait,
better now.
Did you just
So
delete the tab?
no,
yeah.
What happened?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Hmm. There's
It looks like you accidentally clicked on to skip off the tab.
mhm.
Anyway, Elizabeth freaked herself out.
Yeah. Well, one piece of hardware that I think is really cool for gaming stuff is
Oh,
Neo Geo.
wait, can I say real
Yeah,
quick? Poor Cinemas
yeah, sure.
Prime has been asking, like, what is even drawing? I'm not drawing. There are multiple people drawing. Oso, Hakuzaku, and Elizabeth are drawing stuff right now.
Yeah,
So there you go. If you're curious, what's going on?
yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Neo Geo Pocket Color is a really interesting system that's like done by
Interesting.
SNK, so the King of Fighters and and Metal Slug developer. For you guys for your points of references with them. What's crazy about the system though, so it's basically like a Game Boy Color, but it has more of the form factor of a Game Boy Advance. But it also has like this again like that weird design where it's like a joystick that has basically triggers closer to like a clicky keyboard mouse or something. So it's so that you actually are able to have like a really nice portable form factor while also getting precise inputs and um I want to get a hold of one to figure out like exactly how good it is because from what I hear and what people say, like it seems better than like what the Wii U and the 3DS Circle Pad ultimately went with, and those systems were made like closer to 20 years later almost. Uh, but what was crazy though about the Neo Geo Pocket Color is that SNK made consoles, but they were always kind of like more smaller niche and like always targeting like a hardcore gamer premium demographic. Like made good software, made good hardware, but basically like you have to be really really into games to want to buy the stuff. And they targeted the arcade market, and arcade junkies who want to have the experience at home would pay the extra money for getting that experience at home. The Neo Geo Pocket Color, while not as successful as the actual Game Boy Color itself, which was its direct competitor, it wasn't actually it wasn't actually a loss. It was actually making SNK money, and it had like it was working for the company, even if it wasn't like like say the market leader or anything like that. But what ended up happening though was at the time SNK shifted like basically management because they lost they were having money issues in other departments, and when they shifted their management they killed off like almost all of their like game development stuff, and and they decided Neo Geo Pocket Color, while it was basically bringing cash into the company, not worth keeping it, so they actually killed it off, like the executives killed it off. So there was a misconception for a while that it underperformed. No, it was actively axed because the company strategy wanted to shift from the gaming industry to pachinko industry. Uh, so for like a while, like SNK just wasn't really making games at all, and it was basically just hardcore pachinko only. And it had a history of kind of doing that and maybe like porting games a little bit, but they weren't making any new software. And it took until the Japanese law shifting to basically going to be more restrictive on the pachinko industry for SNK to basically just start developing games again. Yeah, it was like because when the Olympics were happening in Japan, the pachinko industry wanted to make like pachinko more international, so they wanted to have it be that they could get it involved with basically they wanted to make it so more tourists could see it and basically get the Westerners on board with the idea. But in order to do that, there had to be like some like regulation stuff done with it. And pachinko was always like loosely regulated, but then like tighter regulations happened through the Japanese government because the industry wanted the stuff. But by doing that, the industry kind of shot itself in the foot because they basically, for lack of a better term, they wanted the machine like there was like an inspection period, basically to make sure that the machines weren't rigged. And when that inspection and I a lot of like the narrative that people looked into it's being like, huh, the industry said that, and the law says you have to inspect the machines now, and SNK stopped making the machines. Interesting.
Oh, wait, interesting.
Yeah. So,
I feel like you need you need to have a personally like hired graphic designer who like assists you every time you get into the thing. He's like your visual aid guy to turn every rant of yours into like a compelling video essay.
so, so you know, like
What I was gonna say is I saw that he was still in the call, but I'm like, is he just sitting?
I can't contribute to these conversations.
I'm sorry, but you know, I like these. It's why I focus on.
Fine. I literally cannot contribute.
Yeah.
So you have left.
And I don't know. That's what I mean. I sat back. I let you say it. Like I could have
Snap
been
back
like,
to it.
meanwhile, but no.
But he's a good friend, unlike me. Like
I'm trying. I need to get my dog inside. I need to get mute for a second.
he needs to go work for SNK. He needs to work for SNK. He needs to work for Street Fighter. He needs to work for whoever.
I would love to do like I think SNK has cool stuff. I love like in terms of IP, King of Fighters is my favorite IP out of like fighting game stuff. But
He loves fighters. He loves.
but like I would love to like say like license stuff from SNK, but I'm not sure if I would want to actually develop underneath SNK given some of the
I like the
development
baby
histories.
bird.
Because like they turn out good stuff, but the development teams are basically working. It seems like that they're kind of like small and working with the shoestring budget a lot of times.
Yeah, that could be tough, but
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
you gotta fuel your creativity and you gotta get
Yeah.
things made. That can be
Yeah.
really difficult with some of those companies.
Yeah.
In terms of just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
having to meet the deadlines and all that. Cheese.
Yeah. But I strongly believe that like if you're going to talk about like just raw character designers, like behind Nintendo, like SNK basically has like the best like like design.
What about
for-
Jack
for-
Kirby? What about
Behind every song,
He didn't do
behind
games.
oh that
behind
game
every
specifically?
song,
I thought you meant
Nintendo
art.
is a song Sega, okay?
What's it gonna man? Okay.
Carry on, motherfuckers.
Carry on my wayward son. There will become when you are gone.
Why not?
Yes, were you really sad when John Romita Sr. died last year?
Who?
Who? He's only
He's like a Spider-Man guy.
famous
Isn't he
comic
the
book
guy?
artist.
That's the guy from Normal Boots, right?
Yeah. What?
John Jafari or something.
No,
Yeah.
you're an idiot.
Wait. Did Senior ever work on Spider-Man, or is it only Junior?
No, it was Senior too.
Junior's art's weird because it's like catch him on like he changes so much decade to decade that like like there's only no, but there are decades of Ramita Jr. that I'm like, this is peak comic Western art, and then there's other decades where I'm like, what the fuck was he thinking?
Funny. Yeah, that's how old is he now? Because his dad was pretty old when he died.
Yeah, he's getting up there. It's a little weird that he's a junior. Like old juniors are always the weirdest thing.
Yeah, I'm an old junior. Well, hey, that's what Indiana Jones is now, or at least he was. I don't know what
today, Junior.
What did they do with the last Indiana Jones? I still haven't seen it. Maybe I should. Maybe I should watch it just to watch an old man cry.
Indiana Jones and the Last Dog Shaker.
Yeah. Yes.
The
What
Thug
was the
Shaker
last
Jim?
movie you saw? Yes. Are you chomping on things?
No, that's me.
Oh.
talking about?
I said, what is the last movie you saw?
The last movie I saw is The Creator.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
the last movie you saw was Last Supper.
That movie looked interesting. Was it good?
It was okay. I missed that genre of sci-fi movie where it's like just a one-off thing. It's not like some franchise.
Right.
It had a lot of those vibes. I wasn't really a big fan of the main. It's the guy from Tenet.
Yeah. Denzel's son.
Yeah. Oh, is that actually Denzel's son?
Yeah, John David Washington.
Oh yeah, Denzel's son's also like, did you ever see Black Klansman?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, he was good in that. I actually like Black Klansman.
Yeah, I didn't like the movie that much, but I thought he was fine in it.
You just don't like it
Yeah,
because you
he's
just don't like it because they made fun of the David Duke of Baitu.
I like David Duke. No,
Listen.
Oh, oh.
just kidding. I like.
Anyway, I feel like that guy's resemblance to his dad is ruined by the fact that he has such a round head.
Yeah, and he's also
Like-
darker too. Like Denzel's just like, he is dark. but
He's
not-
also in what? Dorkly? He's in
Yeah,
the
he's-
Dorkly skin?
Yeah. How weird would it be if he actually did voice in a Dorkly skin?
Yeah, he played Robotnik in one of them.
Yeah, remember he was playing Robotnik in Sonic for Hire, don't you remember?
Yeah, Sonic 4.
People are drawing so
Hire.
fast and erasing so fast. I'm like, are people having an aneurysm watching this stream?
He's drawing so fast and erasing so fast, and he's drawing penises so fast that he can't get.
Yeah. I can't even keep
I
track
feel
of
like-
who's drawing what now. Some stuff I could kind of retro. Also, there's a Power Geyser you might want to see. It was
yeah.
pretty cool. And,
Shout out to Terry Bogard.
Huh?
It's pretty good.
yeah.
Yep,
What's the
but-
last you drew?
Shout out to Violet Beauregard.
I don't
Ugh.
remember now.
Have you just been erasing stuff to make room?
I can only erase my stuff.
Right, in terms of your stuff though.
Yeah. Here.
Well,
Yeah,
why didn't you
golly.
hit like Control A and then delete versus actually erasing?
I don't know. Elizabeth is just having a hard time thinking of stuff to draw. It looks like incompetent.
I haven't actually jumped back in. I had a headache and I left for a bit.
That's fair. That's understandable.
Yeah. Day after day, Joe Locums will gay.
Homophobic, uncalled for, stupid.
Blend
Explain
up. You need.
You need some milk.
Glow to your God. You need some milk now. Oh my goodness! Why isn't that an edit? He wants to make that edit. I'll pay for that.
Wait, what edit?
When Cage is really
Let your God screaming. You need some milk now.
when Cage is mean to me, I'm like, that shit hurting.
That's my favorite.
That's frequent because Cage is a mean guy.
Ugh. Why are you slandering your
Yeah.
friend like that?
He's also a median guy. He's also a
That's
mug
my
guy.
favorite. That's my favorite.
I can stay. I can still keek it for a little bit longer, but unfortunately, like I need to hop off for a bit because there's I got better things to do.
That is true.
We can wrap it up, man.
Yeah, let's say we wrap it up at 15. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we'll
catch
stop
myself
yapping
out
so
of
you guys.
Catch you outside. How about that?
Catch me outside.
Yeah.
Which means we have to make this last 15
Cage
minutes the
made
most
like 5
exciting
million.
time.
Cage made 5 million on his OnlyFans the second he turned 18.
What? He did
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, I lied. I'm going to go back to fighting game controllers real quick for a split second. The controller has the best layout that would be the most interesting for my needs. Is made by PowerA, and never buy a fucking PowerA controller. I bought 2 Switch PowerA controllers in the past, and they break on me.
Well.
Like they only like.
Cage got Powerades, and his sexual lifestyle is breaking down on him.
Yeah, man, his Powerade was from him fulfilling his needs or whatever the hell he said.
Well, one PowerA controller lasted me like maybe like 3 to 6 months, but the other controller like. I got like a special like nice Mario themed controller and it looks cool, but then it just stopped working on me in like two days, and I'm like,
You had a
It's
fucking
not working
Lothario-
on
you had a
me.
Lothario themed controller.
it was a little Jabari Oak thing controller, but I couldn't get it working.
Get your Shamlam Doobly out of here, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite Lothario?
Cage, Michael, Andrew, Jalokumbalina.
No, come on, a real answer. Who's your favorite?
That is my real answer. Grow away.
Grow-
Grow away. Grow-
No, grow
Yes, that's your new critical drinker type character.
No, grow away.
It's time to grow away.
It's like how flowers grow towards the light. Like you start getting
Right.
scoliosis because you're growing away from
Exactly. Grow away from me, please. Thank
grow
you.
away. Oh hi.
Start-
Oh hi.
What?
You were really funny on the Ohio and Anthony show.
You are really funny on the Ralph Retort kill stream.
You're a
No.
Why did that make you laugh?
I don't know.
Achoo!
Bless you, Michael.
Gesundheit, Gesundheit.
Uh, so what would you do if the Ralph retort wanted you on the kill stream?
I would not go. I would probably do something else.
What if Maximum Warp tried to get you on the what was that fucking lolly podcast? What the fuck is it called? Lolcow podcast?
Maximum Warp just reaches out like, "Hey, I've got 2 tickets to the Lolcow podcast. Do you want to?"
He would have said he would have wanted you on the Food and Nari podcast, not the Lolcow podcast.
Yeah.
That's why I said it.
Yay.
What would you do if what would you do if some of these you knew in real life started the Lolly Cow podcast?
What, they're just like calves?
The low calves podcast.
Yeah,
The low calves are just children you bully on TikTok.
Oh, don't
Or
bully
music.
children.
Sorry, sorry,
It's
music.
paradise.
Oh,
Um,
so yeah. Would you watch a movie called Jerry Bryce in Paradise?
Jerry Bryce in Paradise. Maybe if it was a good movie, I suppose.
The greatest fucking character of all time.
Shut up! I'm trying to fuck the body. I mean, find the body.
It is und platypus.
Perry und fucking Perry und the fucking platypus.
Indeed.
The phrase "Perry und fucking platypus" is better than any real quote.
It's not a bad quote, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Perry and fucking platypus.
Honestly, I'll never be a Phineas and pervert because of, like the guy's TikToks do actually kind of like I'm like, go away.
Go away now. The creator of Phineas and Ferb is on TikTok. All right, I've heard enough. Go away now. Why did you laugh at that?
Because it was funny.
Funny voice. You must have, in order to have entertaining live stream, you have to talk unfunny.
Caleb, you schnitzel, that was funny.
Thank you.
Caleb got und Shamla.
Caleb,
I
you're
didn't
on
say
the
anything.
stream.
I didn't say anything.
I am und Shamlam Dubli.
I'm saying good fucking
Thank you,
N-word.
und Nick,
I
beard.
genuinely can't think of anything other German right now.
Remember when you're watching Shrek and all the pigs go und fucking yeah.
I am und one who knocks.
I'm und fucking gonna und fucking kill you. I love und fucking Jeff Dunham.
I want und. All we can say is und. I want und cheese und now und please.
I am und fucking butterfly.
Und hungry und caterpillar is und delicious.
I need your fucking production. Give me a fucking samurai.
Isn't it und funny if you eat the und hungry caterpillar because then he knows it's no more, but he is consumed. He is bored like und pill.
That und caterpillar in his little lederhosen.
I ate a caterpillar into the lederhosen and it made my stomach acid for days.
Odie, what happened? So you noticed my und fucking tan? Really cool now. Und fucking tan, you're foot to und fucking Chris.
Guys, can we like do a full Odepex and Pals episode in like the German dub?
Yeah, I'm gonna do like how Smosh, Smosh. How Smosh is that Spanish channel? I'm gonna do a German channel. No, it's not actually.
Welcome to und fucking Smash. Und fucking. Okay.
I was working on my und calisthenics und routine.
I took und fucking ice plunge.
Like, only und dog.
Hey, I ate und. My dog, you.
I love only und dog. This is the dumbest.
You have und fucking twins.
Oh my my gosh, I need to have the camera on Elizabeth because she's like so zoned out, like completely not listening to any of this. She's like,
It's so. Lady, I think these are fucking grounds to complain.
you're so stupid.
Here's my
Yeah, Lizzie, do your line in German.
You're so unstupid. Here's my number. Oh.
Cage, you okay?
This is too fucking funny.
Thank God we can still joke about the Germans.
Oh, I made my ab workouts. I was like, I know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm gonna go fucking die. Oh, I'm going to.
What the heck?
Oh, that was authentic, real violent laugh. I ain't do no Andrew Schultz on that shit. Even though Andrew Schultz be looking like un fucking Führer now.
It really does.
He does. Yeah.
And he's all like, when shit goes, look at my fucking videos of fucking townies. And then Shane Gilson's all like, these guys are fucking awesome. You're just fucking bullying them.
I like how is
It's literally all we have. There's no other word we can do.
Fucking is the funniest contraction now.
Oh, jeez.
However, we
jeez,
get the
Nick.
Call Up Exposed video, and he's like, they thought fucking is funny. How is Unten fucking funny?
Yeah.
You
one
think
makes
this is some
jokes of
fucking comedy routine? It's fucking cringe.
Kellen makes Akmal wear blackface and do a German voice and say, Uta, killed it.
No, I'm Alkmaar. I'm Gala und fucking Rush.
If there was a Bionicle character who was German, who would it be?
Akmal.
No.
Side with Hitler.
No.
It would have to be someone who's like really anal and shit. Like maybe.
Cock and anal. Goodbye.
I'm talking funny.
Oh, my throat hurts.
Golly, please, would leave me alone.
Golly, that's illegal.
No, you turned it into but I guess it's
Blaze
Blaze German.
has to. He has
Yeah,
to
he's
be
gotta
German.
be.
He sounds way too German.
Yeah, he's gotta have some German in there.
This is the glazing contest. That's illegal.
Oh.
Look at what you're
what-
teaching your son.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sent him and said, Callan, look at what you're teaching your son. Good thing he can only hear what I'm saying, so he can only hear me saying "und neckbeard." The neckbeard word.
These guys who have like un fucking gockabots over old fucking berry. Fucking indeed.
Indeed.
Okay. Can we
Ooh la
get
la.
can you guys can you guys be really cool and just quote some Mask of Lights in German while I give myself a break from talking?
Okay.
Maybe we end it soon.
Yeah.
What is this fucking blood yapping about?
This is too good. We can't keep going. Hey, anal. We love it. You didn't write that.
I did.
You did? Wow, that was nice for handwriting. Und anal.
Someone
Yeah,
heard the end.
Huh? What was that, honky?
Gavik, you und fucking here, aren't ya? Back from
Ooh.
the fucking beach wall. Okay, wait, okay.
This is so racist against the Germans, dude. How can we do this?
Thanks.
Why is it always und fucking done there all fucking Thursday?
Germans just don't mix, dude.
Yeah, Germans are the original mixed race individuals. If you
Yeah.
think about it.
You must drive in a fucking car and a fucking plane.
Remember when in Guardians of the Galaxy where it's like that's why I had to kill your mother. Und
Oh, yeah, yeah.
fucking what?
There you go.
Oh, I can't say that with a straight voice. There's no way that you can say und fucking while doing the
Und
what?
what? Und what?
Und fucking what? That's like it doesn't work. It just doesn't.
That's almost funny. It's like
It
so
is.
forced. Girl just
It's ridiculous.
Okay, maybe it does actually work.
Oh, brother.
Okay,
Kingdom's
so,
Reich,
like,
yeah.
Okay, so actually, you guys should do a debate. Okay, like what's a political issue that you guys could argue about that is not too hot topic button. Okay,
Right, yeah. What about what about tearing statues down?
Okay, you two argue tearing statues down. Ideas pro tearing down. Caleb anti tearing down. Both German voices. Debate now.
Okay. I think it is important to preserve our cultural heritage, even if it is Adolf Hitler
this must be
saluting.
like this must be an Indian German citizen.
Yeah, it's Indian and with Indian German.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
I yes, have to be.
Tear down all
You need a debate still.
Let us tear down all und fucking statues.
No, Adolf
The
will stay.
materials can be repurposed. and
You two uns need to give each other a fucking turn. I mean, fucking moderator.
It is my turn to talk, and I will say that.
Also, next time we're gonna do a Steven Universe watch through. I really, really miss that show.
Yeah, that's true.
Und fucking Steven it is und fucking universe.
We need to preserve statues of every single attacking gem that destroys
I think
our
we should tear
world.
down all statues of Robert P.T. or whatever his name is, and put like garment statues up in the south.
We
P-
need und fucking statue of
P.T.
und fucking
Barnum?
attack helicopter.
Of Garnet, you know, put Garnet and some lederhosen and put it up instead of Robert P.P.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, like what? You know, would you rather have a statue of Joel Locum Spread Eagle or Robert E. Lee in the middle of New Orleans?
Why? What's with people with the double stricket like George R.R. Martin, Robert E. Lee? That's
I guess there were enough Robert E. Lees
Well, it's only
that they'd
one
like,
E though.
I know it's not. It's not even a double.
Robert E. Lee.
It doesn't even apply.
What's with Robert E. Lee and
What's this?
George
what's
R.R.
particular?
Martin?
What's this particular? What's it with people's names who start with J, like Kevin?
No, but that's basically the same fucking shit. But like, did fucking
Und fucking?
did George R.R. Martin just want to be like Tolkien? Is that why he was like, I'm gonna adopt this shit?
I don't know. All I know is that he doesn't. He likes to take the opportunity to be like, there's no sex. There's no sex in Lord of the Rings. It's bullshit. No sexual intercourse in your fictional storytelling.
I cannot get off unless there's und fucking incest.
Well, I mean, he's a weird guy. He wrote things about big hairy feet. Like he's probably like a Tarantino type.
Well, that is true. What got friggin' Tolkien going on with the hairy feet, bruh?
What's got Tolkien blood yapping about?
Have you seen that video of that like woman asking Tarantino to just sign her foot?
Yeah.
like, he asks him to rate her foot.
He's like, I'm not gonna do that. It's a good
I'm pretty sure
video.
he signed it, but yeah, he doesn't rate it.
No,
It doesn't go sensational.
no.
Sensational.
Yeah. Well, do we have any final words? So
Everybody's
one-
spamming their
one
everybody's
final
spamming the chat und fucking last
Oh,
comment.
look.
we haven't enjoyed the stream, and
I am not
taking
I'm
this
on,
bit way
I'm
too
on
far.
und fucking death row say my und fucking last words.
Guys, what should if they were to apply any of what we've learned at the end of the stream to the next Marvel movie, what would that entail?
You should redo Civil War, the airport fight in Germany. Like they're all single.
There you go. Perfect.
It's saying underoos, sorry, you should be referred to as Lingerhosen, and then if my rank comes down, it's Lingerhosen.
Finally, another joke. We have another line. Lederhosen.
Oh, so.
It's like he's like und hello.
Okay, I was just thinking Unteroos.
Oh yeah. That's terrible, but it's better.
So is Unt gonna make it to high?
Okay, guys.
Just
I
call
don't know,
Bionicle-
man. I'll try. I'm gonna
just
try,
call
but I don't know.
Just call the highlight Bionicle. Just call it just Unt fucking Bionicle highlight, or just Bionicle highlight Unt. That's all it is.
Just und. Bionicle.
Somebody's putting a little heart around the Q-Punk's initials.
They love CP. Aw.
They love Q-Punks.
That's so sweet.
Me saying that they love Q-Punks is my equivalent of
Elizabeth, can you write like a final thank you to the fans?
I just want to say thank you for fucking Canada audience.
Needs more walking.
I want to say that I love Callan LOF and I think that its streams are really shit.
Rude.
I am fucking running for the fucking president of the fucking United States.
I just want to say Donald Trump is literally Hitler and fucking stupid.
That's a good. End it on that one. That's a good solid one.
There we go. That was not even good.